And we're live. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Roundtable Rumble. Right now we got four of us in here. More than likely, more people will be jumping in as this continues. Go ahead, everybody. Where you from? Drop your social media links. Well, don't all start at once.
I'll go ahead and start off. Hey, I'm Scott Larson, host of Hashtag Truth. You can find me on my page, Scott Larson on Facebook, or you can find me at Hashtag Truth on YouTube.
Hi, I'm Majestic Marie, and you can find me at Peaches and Power Bombs on Facebook and YouTube.
Dalton, aka Roadhouse. You can find me on Swanton Pod on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, pretty much a little bit everywhere.
That's right. Be sure you guys drop your links in the comments so everybody can grab a hold of it. We already had a comment. Jason David chimed in to say, hello, what is up, sir? So, what we're talking about tonight, guys, we are talking about WrestleMania 39. Dude, I thought it was a pretty solid show. I thought it was really good. Night one was fantastic. Yeah. I loved night one. Night two was a WWE pay-per-view. Night two was okay. Night two wasn't bad.
No, come on. I'm gonna be the anti guy in that one. I like night two, just the same. So
I did too. I did too.
Thank you, Dalton. Thank you.
You were there, so it's probably different. Hey, one of our admins, Mitch Clark, has chimed in. What's up, dude?
What's up, man? Acknowledge the tribal chief.
Hey, I have no problem acknowledging Roman Reigns. It's not what the problem is with night two. We'll get to it when we get there because we're going to go ahead and just start talking about matches. And when other people show up, we'll just get them to, give us a quick over and under on what they thought. If we bother.
Can I start with something?
Go ahead.
The craziest thing of the whole weekend, it didn't have anything to do with the matches or anything that was actually at WrestleMania. The craziest thing was how many times the crowd started an LA Knight shirt or a LA Knight chant and how many LA Knight shirts were throughout the crowd.
And we didn't hear those LA Knight chants either.
No, we didn't hear any of them.
They blocked them all at the very beginning of night two. There was as soon as the opening happened with Kevin Hart, there was a solid 3 full minute chant for LA Knight. And I watched it all back today, and they blocked it all out. I mean, it was deafening.
Wow. They should have had LA Knight do the Miz spot, honestly.
100%.
They should have had him do the Miz spot instead of Shane blowing a squad.
Yeah.
I agree 100%.
My opinion.
It blew my mind how over LA Knight was.
Yep. Bill Hazelwood chimed in, record-setting gate, nothing else matters. $21 million gate. $21 million. Yeah, I know you helped pay that. Hey, thanks. You helped the WWE set records. It's fantastic. We love it. Dude, Mitch, you can get an invite to this. Do you want to get in on this? I'll send you an invite, dude. You can jump in and chat with us about WrestleMania, bro.
100%.
Let's see here. LA Knight and Lashley had a segment, was canceled day of. That's what I feel like they should have had. They could have done that too. They could have had LA Knight come out behind Lashley and hit him and do something with that. Yeah. No, Bray's hurt.
That's right.
Bray's hurt. So, but they don't want to tell you Bray's hurt. So they're not saying anything. So you can't have the allure of being this unstoppable freak of nature, whatever poltergeisty type thing. Paranormal. That's the word I'm looking for. Paranormal. I was looking for that. And here we go. So they could have done anything, but they did that.
Yeah, I think Lashley was 100% misused. 100%. That was a waste of like 45 seconds, honestly.
Right.
And the whole crowd was ready for something to happen. Everybody was standing up. Everybody was loud as they could be. You go back and watch it, and then it was just like it was gone. We were like,
yep. Now, Mitch Clark chimed in to say, yeah. Now, I wonder if he was saying yes, and he was agreeing, or if he was going, yeah. LA Knight used to do. Yeah, dude. If you don't go to an indie show here, you hear that. Dalton, am I wrong?
Every time. I don't think I've been to one that I haven't heard it.
Yeah, you hear it everywhere. Whether you're in the back of the house or you in the front of the house, you're gonna hear somebody going, "Yeah," and it's funny as hell. Danny Darko, the whole show was fire. Christopher Burton has chimed in. Hey everyone, awesome WrestleMania and even more awesome podcasters. Yep. Hey, thanks, man. Let's see here. And that means somebody's link is working, so that's awesome. That new StreamYard link stuff. So that's cool. What is this? Unrelated. Let's see here. Oh, damn. He said he would love to, but he's got to start the bedtime ritual for the weekend. Dude, I understand that one. It's what week is this? Oh yeah, spring break, so the kids are out for us. Jason David said Raw was so bad this week. Don't know, didn't watch it. I went to sleep.
It wasn't that good.
Danny Darko said, yeah. There we go. Last night was the lowest rated Raw of all time. Vince changing segments. People were walking to the ring, which is why Rollins went to the ring. Let the crowd sing. Cancel Bailey coming out with damage control too. Bad signs. Hey, bad signs on a $9 billion investment. Right on, man. Unfortunately, they have nothing for Bobby, which is sad. Yeah. Good God. Hello, everyone. Jack's insane. What is up, dude? Let's see here. Basically told Rollins on commercial break that his segment was changed. There's a video of him throwing his mic. Okay.
I haven't seen that.
Raw was decent, just not as good as the usual after Mania Raw. Okay. See, I take it for what it is. I watch every show for what it is, not even though it's supposed to be tied into the week before. I try to take everything for as it is. You know.
Here's the thing. Raw was, if you wanted it to be a Raw after Mania, it was not a Raw after Mania. However, if you looked at Raw as just a weekly Raw segment, honestly, it was not a horrible Raw. The reason it got the lowest ratings is because everybody was expecting this big thing because of WrestleMania. And in all reality, we really did get a big thing being Brock Lesnar turning heel. We just were wanting that big thing to be somebody debuting or somebody doing something so different, but we really got that.
I agree with that. It was that you also got to figure you got to start new stories heading into the next year. So there's that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So this is WrestleMania is like the reset for a lot of this stuff. Elliot Popston has chimed in. Sorry, unable to join. He's got to get the kids down. Understood, dude. It happens. Let's see. Brian Sis chimed in. Hey guys, hope all is doing well. Everything's going good, man. We'll see you at some shows here shortly. Zachary Cox chimed in. Gave Liv and Rodriguez #1 contenders match when Ronda and Shayna won at Mania. Hey, look. They didn't say that the showcase match was for anything, though. Did they?
I think they hinted at it, but they never actually said so.
That's people assuming things, and they made an ass out of themselves. That's on them. That's not on me.
So that was my.
Now that is the truth. What Elliot
was
just
my
put,
low
what you
light.
just put.
Yeah. All right.
That is
33 minutes
right
of wrestling in a 3-hour show. Vince is back.
Vince is
hope
back,
not.
you know, because there was only a couple of matches.
That wasn't cable ratings. It was cage side seats. Okay. Cole McAfee chimed in. What's up, sir? He said, good evening, all. All right. So let's get into the actual matches now. Let's see here. Opening up Mania 39, we had Theory versus Cena. That match, in my book, could not have gone any better for them two.
No.
Cena didn't have a drop of ring rust on him. Didn't really look that slow, even though you know he's got some age to him now. He hasn't been in the ring quite that long. Quite a while. But overall, I thought that was a pretty solid matchup.
I loved it. I love that, you know, Cena actually won the match, but didn't win the match because that made him stay strong, you know, as the, you know, Hall of Famer. And then, you know, the push for Theory. I loved it. I thought it was great. I know there's a lot of Theory haters out there, but Theory is, and then to turn around Monday night and then go up against, Rey Mysterio, another Hall of Famer, they're really pushing Theory big time. And I'm enjoying it. Me personally, I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of Austin Theory. I watched him on the Indies before he came up, because of course he's from Atlanta, so I went to a lot of shows that he was at. And I thought that the promo that he had with Cena just did not get to represent him very well. But this match was great with John. It was really good. And then later on, like Scott was talking about, the promo with Rey Mysterio and the promo with John Cena were like leaps and bounds different. It was like, okay, this is the Austin Theory I remember watching. So yeah, he's great. And John Cena is phenomenal too. He just brings this presence, I think, that is really missing in wrestling, that exciting charisma that just makes your eyes pop open and want to watch, that's missing in my opinion. So I was happy to see John Cena.
All right, here's my take on it. First and foremost, Stavi just messaged me and said he's jumping on very shortly. But here's my take on it. I had no qualms about the match. I thought the match was great for what it was. But I looked at this match as a WrestleMania as a whole. And I think that, yes, it did its job of putting Austin Theory over as the heel. And yes, it did its job of Cena coming out and getting the crowd hyped for the show. But I felt like it would have done a little bit better for Theory, even though I know he's getting pushed as this heel right now, to have that match have a clean finish. I didn't hate the match. That's just my opinion. There was a lot of not clean finishes. That's, if you look at it. I think that that's one of the ones that could have pushed him over the top as that heel and beating the huge Hall of Famer babyface that didn't need the dirty finish.
All right. So, I mean, I can understand what you're saying about whether, clean finishes, a lot of dirty finishes. Here's the thing. Having the bad guy win in a clean finish, you're going to have to succumb to some of those.
It's John Cena. I mean,
yeah, it's Cena.
That would be like, John Cena would have to go away after that. I mean, there's just no way.
Well, but see, here's my point in that. He got a dirty finish, and was Cena at Raw the next night to be like, hey, that's BS. You gave me, you cheated to win.
But the thing is, Dawson,
and I think she might be saying the same thing. Go ahead.
The Make-A-Wish kids were on the stage with John Cena before the match. They couldn't.
And another thing, it helped him with his promo on Monday Night Raw, because when he came out and they started giving them business, what did Theory say? He looked and went, oh, yeah, you guys were supposed to bury me tonight. And he got the big plethora of boos, and it made him even more heelish. You know what I'm saying? So if John would have showed up, that would have never happened.
Right.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
look, I didn't hate the match at all. The match was great.
Yeah,
the pop was great. Everything was good. That just, in my opinion, I'm a huge John Cena fan. I'm a huge Theory fan. I love heel shit. I don't know. It's the one match that I feel like, in my opinion, didn't necessarily 100% need the dirty finish. But hey, that's just my opinion, and it's okay because everybody's got one.
Yeah.
So here's the overall look at this though. Look at heels that won clean throughout the night, or throughout Mania weekend. Gunther technically won clean ish. Pretty much. Pretty much.
Yeah.
You had Rhea Ripley, who's a heel. She won clean.
She was
definitely
not a heel this weekend.
Yeah, I know. Well, Yeah, well,
I
it's
get what
because she
you're
wanted to
saying.
get Charlotte.
She is a heel character, but
You've got damn it, Baszler and Rousey won clean. So you're going to have the spice of life, I guess is the way to put it. But either way, overall, I thought the match delivered what we needed it to deliver. See here, going to catch up on some comments.
Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, solid opener for Mania. We're going to catch up on some comments, and then we'll go into the next matchup. They didn't mention the showcase was for anything, but when you run a show, make it make sense. I mean, not really. They used to just throw battle royals just to put people on things. Haven't you ever been to an indie show? They do it all the time. They throw battle royals in the middle of cards just to, oh, we had some extra boys in the back. We'll just throw a battle royale. Here we go. That happens a lot. Let's see here. Jason Mater Robinson chimed in. I think people just need to stay tuned. Everyone's up in arms about this and that. It's a story. I'm interested to see where it goes. You had Lesnar, Riddle, and Lashley, all MMA guys. Should be a lot of crossovers, I would think, with the UFC merger. It's quite possible, man. Plus, nice to hear Triple H give me a shout out in the press conference afterwards. Okay. You'll have to send me that clip. All right, this is a paragraph. Zachary Cox said the Raw ratings were bad because the show was bad. Well, didn't they have to tune in for the show to be bad? Like, that's what I'm not getting. The ratings were bad because people didn't watch. That's how that works. The ratings are only bad if people aren't watching. It doesn't matter if they tune in and turn it off. It's the fact that they tune in.
Were they so mad that Cody lost that they decided not to tune in?
It is a tabulation. Probably. Trust me. It can even be tracked hour for hour. Wait till Brandon Thurston or whatever that dude's name is releases it on Twitter later this week. You'll see what the ratings were. Let's see. There's a difference in a bad week and literally wanting to turn the channel. WWE lover and loved Mania. Top 5 Mania of all time. Only 1 to 2 matches I could have gone without. There's already talks of people wanting to leave if Vince keep this up. This is all news I've read from credible sources. That's understandable. I get it. Let's see here. C. McGregor already getting involved with WWE guys should be entertaining. Matthew Collins said, so these 4 people who are actual workers.
These 4 people, us 4 people, which are actually workers.
I'm a ring announcer. Does that count?
What does that have to do with the price of tea in China?
I have no idea. I'm a ring announcer, and we're all podcasters. I think Dalton has reffed a match or a couple.
I've reffed a couple of matches.
I mean, I've managed in a couple. But
look, I've never been in the ring. I've never taken a bump. I've never been involved with a show. But this is just a purely
podcaster
opinion. We're not trying to break down the inner workings of the inside stuff or whatever.
Yeah.
We're just giving did this speak to you, Dalton? Did you like this? That's all it is. We're not trying to say that it was actually bad.
Right. Yeah.
It's people with a passion for wrestling talking about wrestling. If you don't like it, see you later.
Right.
Thank you.
Missy Childers said, who doesn't love battle royals? It depends. I'm just gonna say
I love battle royals no matter what. I love.
From my understanding, Raw was bad because Vince was in charge. That's possible. Depends. Oh, he was just asking.
I got you.
Oh, okay.
How rude is that dude? I have no idea.
That's my mom.
Anyway. Oh,
that's my mom.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom.
Hey, Mom.
Anyway, so.
It's all good.
Next up, if the matches are out of order, somebody tell me as we go, but it's okay.
You're following you.
You're good.
Street Profits defeated Alpha Academy, Viking Raiders, Strowman, and Ricochet. I had this pegged all wrong. I thought it was going to be Alpha Academy that would win this, or the Viking Raiders.
Yeah, because you figure. Raiders.
Me too.
The reason you did too? The reason everybody had that was because we all knew KO and Sammy were winning. So you're going to want to have a heel tag team win this, thinking they're eventually going to get a shot.
Right. Yeah. And that was my thoughts exactly.
And they did. They did actually. So
The Street Profits aren't.
the Street Profits had a championship match against. No, it wasn't for the titles. Never mind.
No,
but they
it wasn't
did
for the titles.
Yeah, it wasn't for the titles, but they were in a tag team match with Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn last night. It just wasn't for the titles, so never mind.
Oh,
but they're not heel either, like he's saying. The big heel.
Yeah.
I don't get me wrong. I hope them two go for the actual title at the next pay-per-view. That would be cool. I mean, both teams are awesome, but yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Sorry, Scott. I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
No, you're good. Go ahead.
This match itself kind of surprised me because I thought that this was just going to be filler.
Surprise of the weekend.
It was fantastic. I enjoyed every second of it.
I thought it was a great match.
This was the best tag team, more than 2-team matches I've seen WWE put out in 5-10 years, in my opinion.
It's usually chaos, and you can't follow anything that's going on. And you knew exactly who was where and everything like that. So yeah, kudos to them for.
I normally don't like 6-mans. I normally don't like multi-team matchups because they become car crashes that look like shit.
Yeah.
Like the old school TLCs, they looked fine.
Yeah.
Because they were staggered. But like most of the time you watch it every week, you see some 6-man tags, and it's just like you can't follow the action at all. There's just too much going on. You miss too many important intricacies, in my opinion.
But
which
that
is why
was
I don't
a good
like
match. And I also like that Valhalla had a little part in it. I love her to death. Yeah. I love that. The way she looks, come out barefooted. I mean, the whole 9 yards. Sarah Logan has got it going on being Valhalla. I love it. Yep. I just had to put that out there because not a lot of people even thought about her when they were talking about this match. So, but
whoever put this match together didn't put it together as, hey, I need you four to just go out there and take about 15, 20 minutes so that we can prepare for the next big match. They put this together as a Mania match and put a lot of thought and a lot of whoever placement needs to be here and here. I need you to go over here and pretend to be down or whatever. They put a lot of thought in the placement. Nobody was ever out of place in this whole match. And you had 8 people in this match that things could have gone wrong. It was done beautifully.
Yeah.
Right. I thought it was probably one of the best matches of the weekend. Was this? It was a lot of fun.
Who didn't want to see Ricochet do that springboard shooting star press to the outside? I mean, that was just amazing. I'm sorry. I love watching him fly.
Right.
Bro, y'all should have seen how free, like, I wasn't at the very top, but I mean, I was far enough to where, like, we were watching the video and watching down in the ring. Dude, when he did this, I mean, legitimately, the springboard was at least 7 to 10 feet above the ring ropes. He literally did the shooting star, stopped his rotation, and then just fell. I mean, it was a thing of beauty in person.
Oh, it was fun. It was fun to watch. The whole thing was, and of course, Dawkins' partner was going to get up there. He wasn't going to be outdone. That's why all 4 of these teams deserve to be the number 1 contenders, man. I mean, they need to keep this thing going. Not a bunch of 4-way matches, but you know what I'm saying. Build them up to win, to be a number 1 contender. You know what I'm saying?
You had the Usos running roughshod for so long that you were out of credible tag teams. And not only that, the tag team division, in my estimation, has been dead for years in WWE.
I agree.
So to see this and the turnaround, even if some of the teams are kind of monster mashes, I mean, they're just weird, but it's still fun.
Ricochet and Braun Strowman oddly works.
Dude, that is the best odd couple since Kane and
Daniel Bryan.
100%. That's the best odd couple.
I hate this thing. I hate this thing in their entrance. I cannot stand it. It's the one thing about the whole team. I love what they do. I love their in-ring work. I wish they would stop doing this dumb shit in the entrance.
Jesus.
It bugs me so bad.
I mean, so we're going to catch up on comments because these have a lot to do with it. Chad Jackson ended up saying he thought it was a stupid match. Matthew Collins said he apologized if it came off that way. He wanted to know who was in the business. He tends to ask that before he shares any opinions. Dude, and Mr. Collins, that's logical. That is entirely logical. Now, Majestic didn't mention this, but she was actually a writer for wrestling blogs and such on top of other involvement that she's had. But
I've been part of wrestling media probably for about 10 years now. So
right.
Yeah.
Sweet.
So good grief.
That's the way.
Gotcha. Let's see what we got here. This guy did not care for the Street Profits. Okay.
It's your opinion.
I don't get that.
Your opinion.
And then Collins asked him, how do you figure that? The fact the dude's wife is a champ, he's a chump. Dude, no. What's that one TikTok video? Honey, no, or some shit like that. I don't know how that goes. Yeah, that's it. Emotional damage, bro. Like, no,
emotional damage.
Yes.
If they wanted to, they could use the Street Profits or Montez Ford Angelo Dawkins is great too. They could use them in such a big caliber way if they wanted to. They're just not showcasing them correctly. That's what it is.
They're not ready to use Montez Ford because there's longevity there. Montez Ford is a future multi-time world champion going up against the likes of Seth Rollins, Cody Rhodes, Austin Theory. These are your future WrestleMania matchups, and that's no joke.
Right.
4 to 5 years down the road, you'll see Montez Mania.
Oh,
I agree with
just
that.
like Kofi Mania happened.
I'm saying 3 or less before we have Montez winning a strap at Mania. But yeah, honestly, yeah, 6-man tag was awesome. 10 on the workers, that could be a car crash. Yeah, spots were great. They worked the crowd, and the pacing was great. This dude knows something about wrestling because he's pacing and work the crowd. There's a little bit there.
So let me ask Mr. Matt Collins, what is your involvement? I just out of curiosity.
Right.
Yeah. Can we talk about Chad Gable? Well, you can. Chad Gable, I got no problem with.
Chad Gable. I like his character, man. I mean,
I do too.
You got to have that one heel like The Miz who is willing to embarrass himself. And I like that about Chad. He's the crying promo where he's doing the video and he's crying. I thought everyone used the night. Like, dude, I laughed so hard. It was great. I loved it. Go ahead.
All I have to say is,
oh God,
yeah, shoosh.
no.
That's great.
Chad Jackson.
Sorry.
Chad Jackson chimed in to say, "This is my first time ever watching you all, and you all are amazing." Hey, man, thank you. We appreciate that.
Sir.
We are all actually 4 different podcasts.
Yes,
we are 4 entirely different shows. So you have to follow each of us in order to catch all the content. That's how it works.
It'll be worth it.
Chris Burton said, seeing Ricochet in person is incredible. Let's see. Gable needs to do something with his persona. I'm going to go ahead and say it. I like the old school American Alpha back with him and Jason Jordan. I liked his character back then better, more serious, and I felt he was a legit threat. I liked it better. That's just me, though.
I would change Chad Gable.
Your mom said, sorry, thought he was coming for my boy. Oh, man. I bet you're a big Theory guy. I mean, I like Austin Theory. I think Austin Theory's a good worker. He's definitely proving himself on the mic. As of late, his promos have gotten leaps and bounds better. His current character run is the best character run he's got. There's that. Yes, I'm Stravy. I know you're backstage. I see you, my friend. As soon as I get caught up on the comments, I'm grabbing you. I'm trying to get there. Luke Childers chimed in. Shoosh. Yes. Shoosh, please. Background on me. Ring name is C Dog Collins. Been in business for over 10 years. Also been a booker and a promoter of my own wrestling. Dude, that's awesome.
That's
Very
cool.
Very good.
Where at? Where at? That's what we need. Where at? Okay, Stravy, I got you. Give you 10. No problem. I got you. Give me a thumbs up when you get back. I see you nod your head. Good enough. Ben Wolf has chimed in. Hello, everyone. What is up, sir? He reminds me of Kurt. Yes, he does a bit, except he's a lot smaller. Let's see here.
And Kurt was awesome back when he was doing that kind of character too. Kurt
That's serious. Yep. They teased Lashley versus Bronson Reed last night. That should be interesting. Dude,
They did.
there's a lot of things that could be lot that could be utilized in that, man. There really is. Whew. All right, now we're all caught up on comments. We can move on to the next match. I hope you guys don't have work tomorrow.
No,
I took off. I took off for tomorrow already. Dead serious.
Let's do it.
I'm back.
Rollins
I'm
and
back
Paul.
tomorrow.
Ooh.
Rollins defeating Logan Paul. Look here.
Why are you
tell
shaking
y'all.
your head, bro? Why are you shaking your head? You're down there shaking your head. Why?
This match was a disappointment for me.
Really?
Really?
Oh, I'm shocked. I got to hear this. Go ahead. Let's let him go first. Come on. I got to hear it, man.
First-hand experience must have been something different.
Right?
No, listen, the match was great. But, and if you would have asked me this before Mania, right, I would have said Seth Rollins better beat him. So, Seth Rollins has his credibility of being Seth Rollins, right? I think that this is the match that pushes Logan Paul over the edge if they would have let him win. Not cleanly, but I think that Logan should have won and kept that streak going.
What's that?
Go ahead.
Logan Paul's contract is up, and he hasn't re-signed a new one.
Wrestling was great. The wrestling was great.
Okay.
The ending was a disappointment to me.
Okay.
I
You just didn't like the way it ended. I got you.
I like the finish of the match. I like the fact that Rollins. Here's my problem. Rollins is doing some of the best character work of his career. Rollins' in-ring work is the best I've ever seen him, period. It is safe. It is snug. It is crisp. It is clean. It is Rollins right now, bell to bell, is one of the best performers in the fucking world to me. And I don't say that lightly.
And Logan doing the jump off the top rope and going through KSI through the table. What better? That was just totally. Everyone could see it coming, but that was awesome. I'm sorry. That's just
it was fun.
YouTubers going through a table. Yeah.
Ray Charles saw that coming.
Oh yeah.
Well, if you look at Seth Rollins' record for the past year, he's only won one pay-per-view match in a calendar year. Seth Rollins is there to stay. We don't know if Logan Paul is coming back and going to sign another contract. So Seth Rollins, I think, really needed this win. And I just thought it was funny, too, that he came out there looking like Valentine's Day.
I think he did that because of his daughter. I think
amazing.
He did that. We were talking about that on his entrance, too. He came out with a lot of pink. I think he did that because of his daughter.
Well, really that's fine. It was cute. I'm just saying he looked like Valentine's Day because it was just this really bright pink and red and stuff. So.
He did. But but if anybody could pull it off, it's Seth Rollins. I mean, he's come out with all kinds of different colors.
Oh yeah. You would be disappointed if he didn't.
Right.
I really wanted him to have those bright red, big, ugly boots that he did.
Oh, I love that what he had on Raw that one night.
I wanted him to wear those, and when he didn't have them, I was like, damn.
Right.
But overall, that was a good matchup. I enjoyed it. I liked the extra guy from KSI getting involved. I you could see Rollins holding on to his shirt for like 3 minutes waiting, so you knew what was coming. But it was still a fun matchup. It was a good match. I enjoyed it. So what we're gonna do is yet again we're gonna catch up on comments and then we're gonna move to the next match. Comments are rolling tonight, dude. It's been huge tonight. Let's see here. Jamie Purge has chimed in. What is up, Jamie Purge? How are you doing, man?
What up, Purge?
Oh, whoa. Look at this. Georgia. He's a Georgia guy. Currently, my promotion isn't running because I had to focus on myself. My promotion is called Outlaw Championship Wrestling Alliance. All right, OS or OCWA. Dude, we're not far. I'll put it that way. I worked MomoCon last year in Atlanta.
There you go.
So I know a little bit about that. You have a Facebook page and a YouTube channel. Cool. We'll have to check into that.
Good.
Jamie Purge said, "Ouch." Chris Burton said, "Hey, bro, I have no idea who he's talking to." Oh, let's see here. Logan has a fight coming up in boxing. Oh, maybe.
Okay.
Seth has yet to disappoint me. I'm not going to agree with that one. But agreed. Yeah. See, I think when he was with like Kane helping him win and Jamie Noble and him, it annoyed me because I know he's better than that. He doesn't need those guys. It made his character weak. Kind of like Theory's was when Theory was Vince's, or when he was Vince's chosen guy. You know what I'm saying? That was like the same character. I don't like that character. I don't like The Miz for that same reason. I think The Miz could be vicious. I don't like The Miz. Was that to me or The Miz?
You.
Was that? That was to me. Oh, that's cool.
I love The Miz.
I love The Miz.
Well, hey, look. Hey, can you hear me? Can you hear me yet?
Yeah.
Oh, you can. Oh, well, here, let me turn it up.
So, Saint, what you're saying is you don't like the weasel heel.
No, I don't. I hate chicken shit heels. I don't like that.
Oh, I love those, man.
I
That's
don't
why
like
you
that.
hate. That's why you hate MJF.
I like MJF because he's vile and violent. I like him because he's vile. He's evil. I like that. I don't like chicken shit heels, the little crybaby bastard like The Miz. I don't like that. I don't like Theory style when he was doing it early on. There's a lot of them I don't care for.
Kind of heel.
Either I have really stumped him or he is frozen. One of the two has occurred.
He's frozen.
Dude, the look on his face is freaking priceless. I wonder, we got Stravy in the background. Is he ready to go yet? Oh, here we go. There we go. We got a thumbs up from Stravy. What's up, dude?
Frozen.
What is happening?
We here. What's up? What's up? My fault, y'all.
Love Seth Rollins attire. You're good, man. We understand. Word on the street, Logan Paul wants to sign a long-term deal, but how true this is, I don't know. I have no idea. I just know his contract's over. Matthew Collins said, hadn't watched a Mania in over 3 years, so to come back, I enjoyed both nights. Dude, that's awesome. I enjoyed night one way more than I did night two, but I was also really freaking tired. See here, I like The Miz when he's actually wrestling and being a heel, but the reality version of Miz, I can't stand him. Okay, yes, The Miz isn't bad in the ring. He's not bad on the mic. I don't like his chicken shit tactics. That's the part of it I don't like. I don't know how else to describe it.
Which means he's doing his job.
Right?
No, I'm not entertained by it. I'm not entertained by it. It's not.
I got you.
Did you ever watch? Did you ever watch The Simpsons? Did you ever watch The Simpsons? Okay, so you remember the episodes where like Bart stole the video game or something? It was like Christmas time or whatever. He stole the video game. Every time that episode comes on, I turn the channel. I'm like, this is it's just bad. I don't like it, so I'm just turning it off. There's certain things I don't like, and that's it. I don't like stuff like that. I saw a highlight reel where he was talking about his balls or something. Yes. Yeah, that was the promotional video or the opening video sequence. Massive balls, yes.
Big balls.
That's fair.
Oh my lord. But dude, so I know you're catching up. I know you've had a rough day. So just real quick, quick thoughts on Theory defeating Cena, Street Profits winning, and Rollins defeating Paul. Quick thoughts.
Cena in Theory was a little lackluster. Honestly, it wasn't. I thought it was going to be much more, especially if you're putting him over. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was dry to me, but Austin Theory going over wasn't bad. I wish something would have come of it. But that's literally when I knew that Vince was back around. When that happened, I was like, okay, well, because it wasn't no like surprise, no, oh, well, here's the next challenger, or nothing came of it. It was just Austin Theory, here you go. Like, it did commercial, you know what I'm saying? So, like, Street Profits winning, I was pleasantly surprised.
Same.
Kind of thrown off just because I'm like, I know a babyface tag is going to win tonight, main event. So, it kind of threw me off. But I was happy that Tez got a win at Mania. And you said Seth Rollins versus Logan Paul next, right?
Yeah.
Same as bro. Nope, it didn't do it for me.
I told y'all.
It didn't do it. Like, and I was sad because I'm like, yo, Logan's really good at this. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like, and Seth is Seth Rollins. So, but it wasn't.
Who hasn't won a pay-per-view match in a year?
Right.
So,
but they could have. I don't know. It just wasn't. It didn't speak to me like other Seth and Logan matches do.
It didn't live up to what I thought the hype was, and that's what was the disconnect for me.
Yes, like Roman and Logan shouldn't have been better than Seth and Logan because Seth is a better wrestler than Roman Reigns.
I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
Yeah,
and literally like the Seth or Logan Paul and Roman Reigns match had everybody on the edge of their seat.
Yeah,
like we were sitting there like, yo, this fool might really win. What? Like that match, we were just like, okay, we're going through the motions. It's gonna happen. And the KSI spot, it was unnecessary. It was so unnecessary to me. Like
that was Scott's favorite part. You're gonna hurt his feelings.
No, it was.
You ain't gonna hurt my feelings, but
as a YouTuber kid, like and bro, KSI is lame, bro. Like I like Jake Paul, Logan Paul.
YouTubers, doing damage to themselves. That to me, it was funny. It was funny.
Bro, when the mask popped off, I was like, okay, like I would have rather somebody from his podcast be in the suit. Like they're more relevant than KSI, but I get it. The Prime, all of their, I get it.
They should have had Mr. Beast in there.
If you want to have anybody in that thing, it should have been Paul's brother.
100%.
True, Jake.
Should have been Mr. Beast. Why not Mr. Beast? Should have been him. That'd have been fun.
That would have been hilarious.
That would have been funny as hell.
Awesome. And then Mr. Beast gives away a bunch of money after the match. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
There you go.
Somebody
makes it rain from the top. I would have been absolutely okay with that being there.
Right?
Yeah, because you were at the top. You'd have caught most of it.
right there. You'd have got all of it, bro.
But for
what
the spot that it was, I enjoyed it.
Yeah,
no, real quick though, back on the because I heard y'all talking about Chad Gable. I just want to touch on that, bro. It was a moment where like they got a picture of him hugging his son, and like his son had the same onesie on as him, like the same
singlet.
Bro, the singlet. Like, bro, it was like,
beautiful.
Bro, he didn't have to win the match. He's such a hard worker, and he's put up with so much since being there because they're like, oh, he's not aesthetically the better looking one. So the storyline with him being Kurt's son would have made more sense. But because Vince is a fucking weirdo, Vince was like, oh, Kurt, you like black girls? Here's the joke. Like, what? Like that shit was lame to me, bro. Like, it made sense for Chad Gable to be, oh, let's make that a story. Bro, Chad
Yeah.
Gable, he's just such a hard worker, bro, and he deserves so much more. And I'm just happy for him, bro. Like that moment with him and his son was like, oh shit, yeah, you deserve this, bro.
Shoosh.
Yes, bro. Yes. I want a shirt just because of that. Like for real. But yeah, go ahead, John.
That was cool. So we had Lita Lynch and Trish defeating Damage Control. It was a match. It wasn't bad.
Right.
It was just there.
It was okay.
Yeah.
Here's what I wanted to happen, and this was like my dream booking is they get to the end that Lita Lynch and Trish win, and then Trish turns on Becky to set up that feud because they've had that back and forth before, but it never happened. I think that would have taken that match that was mediocre at best and then put it up that next level to make people invested, even though the match and the wrestling wasn't the best because they haven't been in the ring, and there was ring rust, and the fact of the matter is it's acceptable because they haven't been in the ring for however many years. But if we would have gotten that heel turn by Trish setting up the next feud between them, it would have elevated that match to the next level and given them that WrestleMania moment that we were looking for.
I was screaming that the whole day. I watched the 2-hour pre-show, everything. Every time they brought that up, I was like, Trish turns. Trish has got to turn. And that would make this beautiful for so many reasons. The reasons are just, I could list them. But man, yeah, for everything to be clean, I was like, nah.
I was on the edge
Good
of my
match.
seat.
I mean, they did all their
the
moves. They did all their moves. Trish did the check kick and all her stuff, and Lita did, some of her stuff, and it was cool. But I'll use Stravi's. It could have been a lot more. It could have been a lot more.
Bro, I have that on my page. Damage Control. I said Damage Control wins because of heel turn from Trish. Yeah. That's literally
You said that when we did the preview thing the other day. When did we do that? When did we do that? What day was that?
Like Saturday afternoon.
Okay. I don't remember much of this weekend. I'm just going to tell y'all. And it's not for any particular reason other than it just kind of went way too fast.
No, but listen, just how D's saying, right, bro, at the end of the match, you were there, bro. So I'm sure you saw it when they grabbed the titles and Trish and Becky was
behind her.
And Becky was like, bitch move. Bitch move. We out here. Titles up. And Trish is in the middle of them
Trish didn't even do it in the middle of them for a couple of the turns. She went
it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
Bro, it was a very okay match for what it was, but and there was no real big moment where you were on the edge of your seat, until the end when they were all three side by side, and I was like,
I will give one girl in this match props. Io went to the sky. Finally, the old Io.
Yes,
I love that. I love that.
I've got a question though, because I want to know from a female's perspective how she felt about this match.
I was getting ready to do that.
I was a little disappointed in the ending too, that nothing happened there. But if you take all of that out of the equation and you just watch it for the match,
mm-hmm.
I felt like I was 12 years old again.
It was a nostalgic.
Yes, and in a real serious match too, because I remember pillow fight matches and stuff like that at WrestleMania, and it was ridiculous. So getting to see those girls in a serious match at WrestleMania made my heart swell up in happy tears. Yeah. But I was sad that nothing happened at the end, and I was sad that Bayley was the one who took the pin. They don't and they cut her out of the
Raw
show
segment
altogether the next night too.
Y'all saw her tweet, right?
She was supposed to come out there with the other two girls last night, and they held her back and cut her out.
Did y'all see the
She got
tweet?
shitted on somehow.
No,
Bro,
we didn't see what tweet.
She tweeted like something along the lines of, I'm gonna try to find it too for y'all. Something along the lines of
The romance is ending or some shit.
like she's out. Like
Yeah.
shit. It's time. Her and Oscar, like it's time. Like
All right, we will hold on. You're gonna stop with Oscar right there. We will get to that
no,
at
I ain't
night
gonna
two.
touch on that yet. I ain't gonna touch on that
Don't
yet.
touch on that at all because I guarantee you, half of you in this room, and more than likely half the people watching the show are going to hate me by the end of tonight. I promise, because
Okay.
I'm telling you in advance. That's your warning for later. Cole Maccabee chimed in. He had to say, when Miz went off on Bryan Danielson years ago, I want more of that guy, but overall still love the Miz. Suck it, Ron. Hey, listen, that Miz was fine. That Miz was fine. The chicken shit guy sucks. Overall, he can work.
I'm sorry.
He can work a mic. He can work the crowd. But as far as his current heel run is cancer. It's garbage. I don't like it.
I love it. I love it.
I'll give you
Sorry.
this, Ron.
What?
Miz and Dolph Ziggler for the IC championship back in, what was it, 2016?
Oh my God.
That was my
yes.
favorite Miz. I'll give you that.
Yes. Right.
I'll give you that one too.
See, I'm not wrong. To chime in on that match, Cena isn't in his prime anymore. He's not working the ring anymore. So honestly, I watched it as a vet passing the torch to the new guy. I like that too.
I felt that way.
AC Austin chimed in, better known as Peterbilt out there in professional wrestling land. He chimed in to say that Scott Larson and Ron Everson Jr. Sweet Roundtable love y'all's views. Hey, man, we try to throw these as often as we can when it warrants us being here. Matthew Collins said, yes, or him and R-Truth for causing chaos.
Oh,
yes,
that was the best Miz. I'll give you that. That was the absolute
awesome
best Miz. Is when they
That
ended
was a good Miz.
the Hell in a Cell or the cage match. I can't remember with
Hell in a Cell
R-Truth and the Miz. Yeah,
and they beat the shit out of Del Rio.
That was the
Punk.
best Miz.
Yep, that was good stuff. Might happen. You never know. Hey, it's possible, man. And let's see here. Honestly, I think it's where when you have vets come in to carry gold, you're trying to weigh out your options of where to place gold on. Honestly, I think it's where Triple H was planning, but then Vince came in and changed everything. I have no idea what or when or how this transition thing is going. And until we see more of it, until we know more of it, I would prefer not to speculate and say, oh, this was night one was Hunter and night two was Vince. Let's say that.
It felt that way sometimes, though.
Hey, no, yeah, bro, bro, that's the fun of wrestling fans. We get speculating. We don't fucking know. We don't work there.
We don't know.
This is the thing. Bro, you can tell. Hell no. Bro, there were no surprises on Monday night after Mania. What? Nothing. Seth Rollins came out, they sang his song, and he walked back. Vince is in control again.
Here's my thing. Vince might as well come out to Eric Bischoff's music. Come back.
For real.
Better than ever.
At this point, bro.
Jesus.
No, but this is what I wanted to say about the Cena's old thing. Bullshit. Cena's always been technically 5-move John.
Matthew Collins. I disagree with you wholeheartedly. You said
Yeah,
I'll get back to the comments. No,
look. When he said as far as like putting a wrestler over, okay, this is the guy that's in the business. I respect everybody that's in the business. Cool. But when you're putting someone over, being a fan, when you're putting someone over, give them a good fucking match while you're going out. You don't just give them a half-ass. Bro, John was so half-assed, and bro, we know John talks in the ring. It was kind of disgusting how you could see him talking at CFU. All right, bro, come on, bro. Your boss not giving it away.
You've always been able to hear him call his spots, though.
Literally. And that's sad.
Throughout the arena. Like, they would catch it on the live mics, and we would hear it through the arena.
See, that's disgusting, bro. Like,
wow.
He should have gave him a better match. He should have
had the ring mic'd up.
No, I believe that.
They should have gave him. He should have given him a better match. That's just my opinion.
Man.
That's all.
Okay, so he's saying Triple H was all Mania, and then Vince was all Raw, but he doesn't work like he used to. So I mean, you're not going to get the Super Cena, right? Yeah, he doesn't work as often, so you're not going to get the same one that you got. I get what he's saying as well.
I'll give that to him.
Yeah. Hey, look, I understand the guy's perspective.
Ring rust. Yeah, like you said. Yeah.
Well, no, that guy's apparently a booker, promoter, been a wrestler for 10 years or something. So I mean, he's got some gumption about it. Next matchup. This one, I enjoyed this. Ray beat the condom. Thank God he beat the condom. Yes, I did. Yes, listen. I wrote this promo and I got all kinds of hate for it, but I wrote a promo for The Rock. I was just BSing around one day and I was like, they should have The Rock come out and talk about condom because it would be funny. It'd be like, no, so now you're condom? Let me tell you something, son. Your daddy should have used a condom, so we wouldn't have to deal with you.
Oh, man. Come on.
And then, and then you're a condom and you're traveling around the world. Trust me, I know something about spoiled condoms all around the world. So it's okay.
Hilarious.
I could have written that. I wrote that.
That's terrible.
I'm awful. But it's funny. And it's something The Rock would have said. It is nasty.
Those are the best jokes. Yes. Greatness. Disgusting.
I like
this was surprise of the weekend for me, honestly.
Yes.
Yeah. I love this match. And the I know I'm going to pop it out because I know everybody's dying. I'm going to be the first to say it. I saw the man when he started walking down behind, when he opened up the door, I saw him. You know who I'm talking about. Luca Daniels. I saw him right away. I was yelling at the TV screen. My daughter's like, "Who's that?" I'm like, "That's Luca. That's Luca. He's that man."
It's one of our King
like,
Enterprises guys.
I'm like, "No, he's the cop back there going like this."
That's
Dominic said.
That's lit. I got half of what I wanted with this. As far as the match was great, entrance-wise, didn't make sense to me. And I'll explain why. Ray, you're already getting your comeuppance as far as, and the yay pop from being in the Hall of Fame. What have we been hearing from Dom this entire time, guys?
I should have been Eddie's kid.
So why the fuck would you play Eddie's song? It should have been Dom, the whole bro. This is why. I'm sorry, Ron, but Vince is back in control. How long Dom been out of jail, y'all? So he went back into jail just for the entrance? That's stupid as fuck. That was dumb. He went back into jail. My 7-year-old said it, but he's been out of jail. My 7-year-old. Why he's back in? Oh, I'm kidding. But like, how have you? So he went back into jail just to do the entrance, and now Ray's coming out with Snoop Dogg, and then we have Eddie's song for 15 seconds, and then we have Ray's song for.
But wait a minute, Stravi. Wait a minute.
That was dumb.
Wait a minute now. What if it went down like this? You got a Hall of Famer that walks into Vince's office and says, "Yo, you might be playing that song for him, but that's for me to do. I want that song because that's my man. I'm the Hall of Famer. I should have that song."
Psychologically, where did that make sense, though?
It didn't make sense. It didn't make sense to the
There
rest.
we go.
I get
there
it.
we
I
go.
Get it. But this is probably what happened. It probably was that way. But how many times have you seen Dom, do the thing where he's mocking him and Ray is going to protect him? So Ray goes in there and says, "Hey, this is my angle. I'm going to protect that song. I'm coming out to that song." He can do whatever he wants, but I'm coming out to that song. He's not going to do this and mock Eddie at the grandest stage of them all. You know what I'm saying? It makes sense, but he wasn't going to let Eddie. He wasn't going to let his son mock him like that. You know what I'm saying?
It would have
Have
made
a Hall of
sense.
Famer lift him up because that's what he deserved. You know what I'm saying? I'm just giving you another spectrum.
That bro, it would have lifted him up. I feel like it would have lifted him up if well, okay, 10 seconds of a song doesn't lift the person up.
He came out, lie, cheat, steal.
I feel like if Dom came out on the lowrider, imagine this, y'all, because this is how I had it. Imagine just go there with me. Close your eyes and imagine Dom on the head of the lowrider doing this, right? With the Eddie shirt, Eddie gear, and have Damian Priest driving the lowrider with the entire song playing during that whole ramp of him walking down, not just him. I get it. Yeah, I mean, that gave y'all guys a spot with the police thing. I get it. But bro, it was dumb. It was stupid. He wasn't in jail anymore. Why did we do that? So we put him back in jail, just to pull him back out. What?
No, I don't disagree with they didn't have to do the jail thing because you're right. He was already out. They took his tear off too. Why? His tear wasn't even on his face. I mean, that was there forever. But yeah, I get what you're saying. But
overall, the match was long.
They didn't want to defame another Hall of Famer coming down the ramp, and I think that's why they didn't let him do it. I seriously think that.
So here's my take on this match. Match was great.
The match was good.
The performance of that whole match, I think, goes to Rey Mysterio's wife and Aaliyah.
Oh yeah, when Mama slapped him. Oh yeah, I jumped up out of my chair, slapped the taste out of that boy's mouth.
Hey, it was the belt for me. It was the belt. Y'all from down south, y'all know. It was the belt for me when he did it, and Michael Cole went crazy. Like, yeah, man. Like,
you could hear those belt. You could hear those belt shots all the way up where we were sitting. Like those weren't just. Nah, he was strapped him, bro.
He laid into him. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was a dope match. Oh,
that's what I'm talking about right there. I enjoyed. Yeah, that whole match was good. I'll give it.
Or you want to jump in the pool with the Sharks or what? Sure.
I didn't give the entrances all that much thought. I just thought it was just silly fun. It's WrestleMania. It's silly fun. Right. I laughed when he was coming out from the prison vehicle and everything. It just made me laugh. I thought it was funny. And then, like y'all were talking about the spanking, the storytelling in that match was, that was the most important part.
Yes.
The wrestling part, although the wrestling part was really good too. I was surprised that Ray won. I was expecting Dominic to go over. I'm not mad at it though, because I think that after what happened the next night, that they needed a really big, Now
I will say this though. I understand they had to keep it in storyline. They had to, do something to, show that the story was still going and all that. I did not like what they did at the Hall of Fame with his son walking out the way he did. I didn't like that because that wasn't real. I preferred
that over anything else.
That wasn't real. He could have just sat there and said nothing. I would have been fine with that. But him getting up and turning
if they were going to do
anything, out,
if they were going to do anything, at least it was tame, and that's all they did, and they didn't do a beatdown or something because that would have been distasteful.
Facts. Yep. Agreed.
Exactly. I still didn't. I'm sorry. Maybe it's the old school in me.
I'm with you, Scott. I wasn't a fan of it.
I didn't like it either.
I didn't like it either, but if they're,
But wait, that was the point. You weren't supposed to like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're supposed to be like, yo, this disrespectful little punk.
But Stravi, just like you said, there's places for things, and then there's not places for things. He could have just sat down and gave a mean face, and they showed him on there, and he's just, whatever, or doing like this with his hand for the Hall of Fame. I would have been cool with that. But to totally disrespect his dad like that,
if wrestling was real life, y'all, and I got beef with somebody, I'm not sitting there watching them go into the Hall of Fame. That's why I feel like he got up. Where else got to go?
He's
Scott
not
dropped
mad.
out.
He has to take some medicine. He's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
He'll be back momentarily.
Okay.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and take this opportunity to catch up on comments.
Tired of your bullshit, Stavi.
You did? Yeah. I'm like, what the fuck? No, he didn't just leave me.
Matthew Collins said, "Ring rust is awful." So I mean, honestly, I'll give Cena the respect he deserves. Yeah, man. Definitely.
Yeah. Yep.
I honestly very uneasy about the whole story between Dom and Ray, mostly because I'm a father, but they made it work.
Mm-hmm.
Dom is getting better and better in my eyes. I agree with that.
Bro.
Honestly, that whole jail thing had me rolling. Dude, if you're in Georgia and you didn't know that was Luka Daniels, that disturbs me because, like, he runs up here in South Carolina, or he works up here in South Carolina, he works in North Carolina, he works in Georgia, that we know of. Like, that's pretty consistent.
I'm sorry, my internet glitched, you guys. I wasn't upset. My internet glitched.
I'm like, I know, bro, he did this me.
No.
I said he was tired of your BS.
No. My internet glitched, y'all.
Marie said you were on drugs. I mean, that you had to go take medication. I'm sorry.
I was thinking about doing it since it already did that. I was really seriously thinking about doing it, but I'm having too much fun in this conversation, so my back will have to wait.
Yep. I get it. Oh, here we go. That was my favorite spot when Ray whipped Dom. Yep. And then Cole Maccabee chimed in with a great point here. He said, well, Nails was still wearing an orange jumpsuit even though he wasn't in prison anymore. It's grandstanding the gimmick. Yeah, I get that. Christopher Burton said, Scott Larson, I told you they was going to do something during the Hall of Fame. Yeah.
To me, it was.
All right. Considering they did something during the Hall of Fame, and this was, I think Scott and I had this conversation as well. Maybe a couple of us have had this conversation anyway. I thought it was going to be dumb if they did anything at the Hall of Fame, which they did. But the way if they're going to do something that nobody likes, at least you did that so everybody could universally like what we didn't want to see happen anyway.
Right. I got you.
You know what I'm saying? Let's see here. Where are we at on this? Right here. Honestly, I think it was perfect. It made sense for Dom to walk out on the speech. Yeah, I mean it was solid. Rings Minion. All right. Yo.
Yeah, I don't know who that is, but
just call him Minion.
Minion. We like that.
Yeah. What's up, Minion? Beto. Banana. Anyway.
That was perfect. That was so spot on.
Yes.
Banana.
Spot of the night goes to Ron Emerson Jr.
Thanks, bro.
Hey man, appreciate you showing some support, dude. Man, that's awesome.
Appreciate it, bro.
Now we're gonna talk about my match of the night and the match that should have main evented night one. None other than Rhea Ripley defeating Charlotte Flair. This was, by and large, one of the best women's wrestling matches you are going to be able to find anywhere on this planet in the last couple of years.
The only thing that made it close to me was Bayley Sasha at Brooklyn, and I still think Ripley Flair was better.
Wow. Wow.
Have we found one that surpassed it?
It is.
It might be because I was there and I got to witness everybody's reactions and everything, so I was part of the emotion. Mm-hmm. But I watched it back today and had the same feeling as I was in the stadium. So for me, I'm going to say yes. This is the greatest women's match of all time.
Wow. Man, I'm sorry. I still like the main event more than this one, but it was a good match. It was a really, really good match. Both of them were, either one of them. You could have been, to me, it could have been either or, because the tag team match was good too. I mean, I have to give props to them guys too, but we'll get to that one. But the ladies went all out. The thing that I loved the best out of the whole thing was after the match was over and they panned down to Flair sitting on the ground and she was nodding like, yes, she beat me. It wasn't a frown on her face, mad. She had a half cock smile and she was like, yeah, she was the better one.
She was sitting there.
That pushed her way over. I mean, way over. And
It's
she
respect.
sat there for her whole celebration, which was, again, for a Flair to sit on the floor and let somebody in the ring get all the glory. That was huge to me because I can't see Rick would have never done that. I'm sorry, he wouldn't have sat on the floor.
She's not like her
Stop
dad in that respect.
I know.
Don't give her too much credit. Do not give her too much credit. Y'all seen that spot before. And don't let it play you.
Sasha.
Boom! I love you. See what I'm saying? We've seen it. Sasha when she put over Bianca. Don't let it fool you. Charlotte's still an asshole.
I'm not saying she's not.
An asshole.
I'm not saying she's not. But for that moment when that thing hit her and she did the yes, and you felt it. You felt it that this match was huge.
I feel like she only won the title to put over Rhea.
Right.
I'll agree with that.
And I'm fine with that. And I'm fine with that because, in my opinion, and this is in my opinion, there are 5 very credible women wrestlers out there who can go. I don't mean women that can wrestle. There's women that I'm talking about go on that level. There's like 5.
Right.
Three of them.
Go ahead.
3 of them were involved in WrestleMania, singles title matches. 3 of them.
I could guess the 3.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Bianca.
Yep.
Oscar.
Nope.
No. Right.
Not after Sunday. After Sunday,
I'm gonna have to disagree with you on that one. Sunday wasn't
we
her
will
best
talk
performance, but she could go.
Sunday. All right, I'll go ahead and piss off the world now. That was the worst match all Mania. Was Bianca Belair and Asuka.
Wow.
And I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why.
You're going to be the only one saying that.
Yeah,
the
island that he stands on is by
mine. This is my island. I am fine with that. I will tell you why. Because if you watch that match,
relevancy right there.
Watch that match, and I guarantee you, there's they ain't got to say anything. They can go with what they want to go.
But you cannot say that match was worse than Brock Lesnar's match. And I love Brock Lesnar. You can't
say that match was worse than the women's showcase match.
Yeah,
right. Showcase match was
yes, I can. Oh, yes, I can. You want me to prove it to you? Go count the botches. Go count the pacing. Go look at the pacing. Go look at the botches. Matt, bro, hold on. Roadhouse, you've been around. You've been around this enough to where you've seen these people get trained and shit. Don't miss me with the bullshit. Go look at that pacing. I've seen better matches on the indies, and I'm pretty sure, because I know some of the people you've been around, you have too. Scott, I know for a fact you have.
No.
Here's my thing.
That match was not worse than the women's showcase.
I am so glad that Bianca won that match. I am so glad that she won that match. I have never been happier to be fucking wrong in my entire life, and I'm telling you why. Because if Asuka had won as much of a shit show as that matchup was, it would have made that whole title run worthless. Her whole run would have been worthless. Now I'm going to have to
go back and watch that match again.
That match is abysmal from bell to bell, pillar to pillar. My daughter was sitting next to me like, Dad, is Bianca okay? Like, yeah, why, honey? This doesn't even make sense. I'm like, yeah, I know. I'm seeing it too. When my freaking 10-year-old can pick it apart because it doesn't look right and doesn't look good and doesn't fit, I can't tell you for a fact what happened. I can't. But I watch this one spot over and over again, and every time I do, I'm like, Asuka sandbagged her. That suplex, that outside in suplex. Tell me I'm wrong. Asuka sandbagged her. So guess what? Guess what? Now that you're putting all the pieces from my brain into yours and you're able to put it together into your perspective from where I saw it, you can't tell me that there was really much else worse on that show. That matchup killed me. That match killed me.
I completely agree, but I feel like you said, Asuka wasn't into the feud in general.
Of course I am.
That's her problem.
No.
You have a world title match.
I feel like she felt like a lot of us felt. She didn't deserve to lose at Mania, lose her streak. So it would have been more of a comeuppance for her to beat Charlotte and us get Rhea versus Bianca, being that we know as fans Rhea and Bianca's thing in NXT, where Bianca couldn't beat Rhea. That would have been a fucking story in itself. Also, Rhea and Bianca last year at SummerSlam didn't happen because of Rhea's brain thing. Bro, Asuka didn't play her up to being a professional. That's just where it landed. But I'm sorry, bro, that match was not worse than that women's showcase. That match was fucking terrible. 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 I'll say it in a different language.
It's
terrible, bro.
We got to get to it though, folks. We ain't even at night 2 yet. Come on,
we ain't even at night 2, but I'm just telling you.
No, I'm just saying. I'm not. I'll never say that match was the worst match of the weekend. But go ahead.
And it's unfortunate. And it's unfortunate because I am super happy that Bianca won. I'm happy she's still the champ. I have never been happier to pick the wrong person in my life.
Yo, shout out the little girl too that her mom passed away.
Yeah, big shout out.
Hours prior to her performing. Like, bro, first of all, I got chills from just that alone.
That was a cool entrance.
Yes,
I love that. That was nice,
But I knew from that, I was like, yo, Bianca they better not have all these black girls crying after this. I was mad they did that to the Make-A-Wish kids.
Them young ladies, I have a friend of mine who is from Compton Mania, who is from Compton. I've got 3 or 4. I know a legit guy who runs a wrestling show there in Compton.
That's dope.
And he knows them girls personally. I asked during the show, I said, hey,
I saw
you know them girls? And he threw up the names and everything. He knew every one of them little girls.
That's so dope, bro.
I was like, man, that is special right there, man.
That's cool.
I thought that was, to me, that was the teary-eyed moment of WrestleMania for me. When I saw the little girls up there and that little girl came out, and then I found out her mama died. That the littlest girl, the one that came out last that walked Bianca out, pretty much.
Contortionist.
Her mama died the night before.
Literally,
the day of.
Yeah, she died like hours prior to. Like that's crazy.
I mean, I cried. When I
read
that,
I got chills right now talking about it, bro. Like,
without knowing that information, though, for Bianca Belair to give those young African American girls that spot, that was the best entrance of the weekend. Times 10, and will not be topped for a while.
Listen, that's why real quick, y'all. That's why I feel the way I do about her and Montez. Like they listen in a bright light, in a positive light. It's not no ratchet rapper character. Like when I literally have had this argument with other black people on Facebook when they did, they're selling the Bianca ponytail for the little girls, and they're like, that's racist. No, the fuck it's not. It's representation. Representation to show you what those little girls were doing on that stage. They came out dancing and twirling their hair, like right with B. Like, bro, I got chills thinking about it, bro. Like that shit.
Now we kind of skimmed over the fact when we talked about the match back then, but also John Cena bringing out the Make-A-Wish kids.
Bro, I was pissed, bro.
Why?
No, I was pissed because he lost. Y'all fucking broke these kids' heart.
Not because he brought the kids out, though. I'm talking about the kids was a special moment. I mean, he went out there and high-fived every one of them, and I mean, that's
watch
awesome,
how slick they is. Watch how slick they is. They assholes. I hate WWE for this reason alone. The Make-A-Wish kids wasn't to see John Cena win at WrestleMania. They just wanted to go to WrestleMania. Fucking assholes.
Yeah,
so
they did say that.
So let's bring them out for the entrance. I'm like, yo, that's fucked up. Like, that's their favorite wrestler. You know it, and y'all gonna make them lose? That's not
Some of them kids were so young that they ain't never seen John wrestle in person or wrestle live before.
Right.
Like,
True,
give me a break, dog. Give me a break.
Right.
But overall, y'all, Rhea Ripley defeated Charlotte Flair.
They still know who he is, and he's still a larger-than-life character. Like,
yeah,
my nephew is 10, and he's only seen like 2 or 3 John Cena matches, but he still loves him to death.
Right.
And he was upset. He was looking at the
I
TV
ain't gonna
like,
lie. I love John Cena all the way through his career. The only thing I couldn't stand was that spinner championship. They could have threw that in the trash the second they made it, boy.
I loved it. I
loved
it.
I didn't like.
No, I didn't like the spinner US title. I liked the WWE.
Any of them.
Not the US one. But
yeah,
no,
Rhea
Ripley.
I loved both.
Rhea Ripley and Charlotte, I'm gonna have to go rewatch it because with bro saying that was that.
I'm gonna go rewatch it too,
bro. He said that it beat like one of our favorite matches ever. I gotta go rewatch it, bro.
Yeah.
If it's topping Bailey and Sasha, I gotta go watch it.
It really did. Like I said, I don't know if it was because I was there and I felt all of the emotion and I was a part of all of the emotion, but I've never, y'all all know I'm a huge person of women's wrestling. I think it's evolved so much. I follow it just as much as the men. And I've never had, I didn't care who won that match because of how good that match is.
Right.
That's what spoke to me because, anytime you're in a match, you have your guy or your girl that you're pulling for. By the 5th minute of that match, I was like, I just don't want it to or don't want it to end. That's how good that match was.
I don't know if it's the best women's match ever, but it definitely was the match of WrestleMania for both nights, in my opinion. They came in there to prove something because a lot of people, when rumors came out saying that they were going to end night 1, people were, dogging it like, oh, their build hasn't been as good, and that might have been true. Okay, I'm going to just say that might have been true, but they came out there and said, you know what? I'm going to prove to you, we're going to steal the show. We might not be the main event, but we are going to steal the show. And so kudos to them.
And they did.
My final thought on that is this. For the last, 30-something years, the winner of the Royal Rumble has gone on to main event WrestleMania. That's the fucking tagline. So guess what? You have a win, a men's. I know. It's supposed to. You have a men's and a women's, and now you have 2 nights. You have a men's and a women's. There you go. That, in my book, is how it should play out. That's how it should go. The men should get 1 main event, and the women should get the other. The winner of the Royal Rumble should have 1 night each. I
agree with you.
They screwed themselves with storyline though this year, especially. They screwed themselves.
Well, you could have, in my book, you could have put the KO and Zayn match before that one, before the Miz and McAfee match. You could put it, you could put that anywhere on the show, and it was going to be badass.
You could have opened with that match and had the freaking crowd out of their mind.
Yes, I agree.
But
Cena needed to go home early. He has a bedtime now.
But how much we say that WWE doesn't appreciate tag team wrestling?
And they put it at the main event. Yeah,
For us to be here saying that,
I was fine with the tag team main eventing. That's not the issue. I was just saying I was proud of the girls for proving that they.
Oh yeah, facts. No, that they deserve the main event. Facts.
Oh yeah,
sure.
I would not have wanted to. I had 100% would not have wanted to have been the Usos or Zayn and KO after that match. 110%.
Gotcha. Let's see here. We got the Pat McAfee defeated The Miz. Yay, that was fun. Good kick in the face. 1, 2, 3. Send everybody home happy with Pat. And Michael Cole going apeshit on commentary was money. Loved it.
There wasn't even that big of a pop, guys. I'm gonna be real honest with you.
It's all good. Like, it was fun for what it was. You got to have your fun.
It is what it was.
Yeah, right. You got to have your fun, goofy shit in it. So there's that.
I feel like we can just, unless anybody has something super important to say.
I've got nothing to add to this. Like you said, it was what it was.
I think that we can go ahead and jump past that one, to be honest.
Yeah. Okay. We'll skip that one because we're going to be at an hour and a half with going into night 2. So
right.
Awesome.
It's a long night.
It is. It's going to be a long. Y'all, you got your coffee?
Ain't shit happening on NXT. We good. We good.
I took off tomorrow from work already because I knew this was going to be a long show.
Well,
no, I'm just kidding,
guys. I can't stay all night, so
we'll make it through it. No, I'm just kidding. I actually tomorrow's opening day of the Super Mario movie, and I want to take my kids. So
hey, that's good for you, man.
That's lit.
Awesome.
So KO and Sami Zayn defeated the Usos. Fantastic match. Happy to see tag team wrestling really represented like that. Great story. Hell of an ending. Or is it a comma, not an ending?
I think this was the best storytelling of the whole weekend, match-wise.
Yeah.
Match-wise, it told a full story. Like Cody and Reigns, we knew what we were going to get. I don't want to delve too deep into it because we're going to get to it. But start to finish, the storyline, not building up to it, but the actual storyline of the match.
Right.
The best storytelling of the weekend.
And they added to it Monday night when they didn't let him into the room. I thought that was, and you heard Paul Heyman when he opened the door. I took care of it. That's what caught my ear. I was like, uh-oh, they're kind of pushing off the Usos now because they lost their title. Uh-oh. You know, they're putting that dissension story out there, you know. It might not happen. I hope it doesn't happen because I want to see the Bloodline stay together. I don't care if they lose their belts or not. I still want to see them stay together.
Here was another telling thing to me. You know, Solo Sikoa is supposed to be their brother and the Tribal Chief's right hand. Solo Sikoa was nowhere to be found in the tag match. So that's where I think the dissension's going to start.
Right. I agree. And again, it's going to be great storytelling when they do tell it.
With all due respect to Roman and Cody, this was the story of WrestleMania.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The most important one.
Oh, yeah.
Without
this and the way it happened, nobody would have been looking for Cody to win. If the Usos would have won this, we would have known that Cody wasn't going to win the other match. We would have knew automatically.
Yeah.
Because that's the way it usually goes in most of the pay-per-views with the Bloodline, you know. The Usos win, and then the Usos come out and help him win. So
go ahead.
A little bit of history too. This was the first time since WrestleMania 1 that a tag team match main evented WrestleMania. It's also the very first time that the tag team championships were on the line in a WrestleMania main event as well.
Right.
Nice, very nice.
Yep.
So the only caveat is this. Let's say let's play devil's advocate here. Let's say the Usos won and retained, but Roman lost at Mania.
Here's the thing. I'm going to tell you
how much crazier would the story have been?
That would have been.
I'm going to tell you being there. If the Usos would have won night 1 and the Reigns would have won night 2, there would have been an actual riot, and I promise you that.
I said lose night 2. Roman lost.
Okay, but I'm saying if they both would have won, like I was already like, me and my dad were running out of the arena when we saw Cody win because we were like, someone's going to end up getting shot. That's how pissed off people were. So if they would have also had the Usos win, it would have been ugly.
I believe it.
I believe it too.
I think
when I'm sorry, Strav.
No, go ahead.
When they uploaded the clip from Roman and Cody's match, it got 33,000 thumbs down in the first hour.
That's amazing.
Wow.
I'm surprised it was that little.
Damn, y'all, we don't get 33,000 reactions between all of us in a year. Like, shit.
Facts.
Well, no, it depends. It depends on the meme. It depends on the meme. I take that back. It depends on the meme.
No, like, because as far as y'all saying, like the story, I love that this was, but I feel like the story's intertwined. Just because we know that like Cody's only real cool with certain people backstage, and Kevin Owens is literally one of them. This story got deeper, and with what y'all saying as far as Solo not being anywhere around, not appearing at all for his brothers, his real brothers, and the fact that Monday night Roman is so just out of it. Yeah, I'm that guy. You wouldn't have that title if it wasn't for the Usos.
What Cody said in his promo was spot on. I mean, spot on. He said you barely won a lot of your matches, and I had you beat.
I had you beat.
He did.
Oh.
Yes.
So, definitely. Like, that's why I feel like I don't know. Like, Cody's, like, I always think of his entire story and not just the Mania story. So, but yeah, I feel like the KO, Sami Zayn, those 3 haluva kicks, y'all, my God.
Yeah.
The passion in him falling in his arms and like, nah, get your ass up. Take this. Y'all put me through hell. Take these straight to your face. It was poetic. Amazing.
The sound doubling every time another haluva kick happened in the arena was just, I just got chills.
I bet, bro.
It was insane.
That was that to me. And I know the women did a great job, but it was both of them were right there. To me, I'm sorry, the women and this match right here again with the storytelling and everything, the whole thing, the storytelling, the promos, the stories leading up to it, both of them could have been main event to me. Either one of them, either or.
That's what I'm saying. That's what was cool about night one is you didn't have the women show off and then a lackluster main event or vice versa.
Right.
You had 2 5-star main event caliber matches go back to back.
I agree with that.
I entirely agree. We're going to catch up on comments, and then we're going to roll into night 2. Thank God night 2 is not as busy as night 1. We're going to make it. Yeah, but look, here. Listen, here. I've got you covered. There you go. You're good now.
Okay, this is where I'm going to go and take my meds, guys, and then I'll pop back in, and if I have to catch up, I have to catch up, but I'll be right back.
You're good. We got like 40 comments to hit, so it's going to be a minute. Jesus. The Minion said it's me, Junior Phoenix. Charlotte versus Rhea. That match was 10 out of 10. Agreed. The pay-per-view was awesome. I also think Charlotte looking for a change, possibly. Love the swerve. Match of the night. Let's see here. Yeah. Alexander Polk chimed in. He said, "What's up? What's happening, dude?" He agreed. Let's see, and from what I heard, WWE wasn't very pleased with Ric Flair's induction of Buddha into the Hall of Fame because he said shit on air. Oh well, get over it. It's Ric Flair, and he's gonna do Ric Flair things.
Fucking right.
And then this was when I was explaining why
I'm pretty
I hated
sure Brock was saying
Asuka.
Worse things last night. So
I'm fairly confident in it as well. So. I know I had everybody's attention when I said everything I said negative about that match with Asuka. Asuka said on Twitter after the loss that she should go back to Japan. Dude, if that's what you're going to deliver as your swan song for leaving this company to go somewhere else, you did not help your resume. You did not help. You wiped your ass with your resume with that matchup. I am sorry. And I like Asuka. I wanted Asuka to win. That match sucked, not because she lost, because she did not perform at a WrestleMania level.
I feel like they had plans for the Kana Asuka to come, but we are slowly but surely seeing the shades of this old fucking mustache man. Like, bro, it was going to build to something like serious, bro. The storyline worked too perfectly, right? Her, real quick, I'll be fast. It was Bianca, Alexa, and Asuka. We got the breakup of the team with Asuka versus Bianca. Alexa versus Bianca. Alexa going to her darker character. She loses the match, disappears. Darker character. We know she had like the cancer treatments, all of that stuff, but whatever. Bro, then we get Asuka coming back with this Kana thing. She's doing all the Joker stuff on Instagram. It was literally leading to something. It could have been something great, but I feel like Mustache Man is taking over and is like, oh, but we have to keep Bianca. So it doesn't matter how it ends. Just do whatever.
You sounded just like Vince.
Yeah. You did.
That's my character work. I'm sorry.
Let's
But
see
like
here.
for real, bro. Like that's what I feel like.
Dude, go back and watch that match. And Matthew Collins, like I said, this guy said he's been in the business for 10 years or better. He's going to see everything I mentioned. And you'll hear him fire back in and be like, oh, shit. You know,
God,
or maybe he'll just send me a direct message, which I don't care. Our links, our social media links are supposed to be in the comments. We'll drop them again at the end of the show.
I can't wait to get to the women's showcase. I cannot wait to get to the women's showcase.
My God, yes.
Let's see here. The women's showcase just felt thrown together. I love it when wrestling shows include the community. Yeah, that's awesome. And that was rough to find out about the little girl. Facts. I'm so sick of the stereotype gimmicks. Agreed. Mr. Brino Royce, how are you doing? All gold Brino has chimed in. What's up, my brother? When I first broke into the business, had a heated argument with a promoter because he wanted to put a pimp gimmick on me. John E. Smith, Ivan M. Righteous himself has chimed in. What is up, sir? And that's exactly what they did. Charlotte and Rhea stole the show. The title change was blown on the first night. That sucked for me. You could tell Charlotte was very pleased how that match came out, and Rhea has truly come into her own. I'll agree with that, Chris. Oh no, I disagree. That match would have set the bar very high for the night. That's the point. That's the point, Matthew Collins. Hold up. That's kind of my point. When you open up with a match that's up here, everybody who follows it is either going to go, oh shit, and crumble, or they're going to live up to that hype and go up and above and beyond. And that is what you need at a WrestleMania.
Exactly.
That's
because
what
it
you
is a
want it to be.
WrestleMania. You need to set the bar high at the beginning so the rest of the show goes right.
I agree. Snoop had the save of the night. We'll get to Snoop in a bit. Timothy Godfrey chimed in. He said, let's go, KO and Zayn. What is up, Timmy? How you doing, man? WWE calls it storytelling. How many times can you read the same story over and over? AEW, in my opinion, is better, period. Okay. That's Shane Odom. Let's see here. I think she made that tweet after finding out her family had been getting death threats from fans. Wow. What? Whoa. And
wait, run that back. Who, what?
I think she made that tweet after finding out her family had been getting death threats from fans. I think that's talking about Asuka. Asuka was getting death threats? Or
family, apparently.
I haven't heard that.
I haven't either. We try to stay out of dirt sheets, but we know what happens. Right. Type of things. Stravy tells me all the dirt sheet shit.
I know.
And I don't like it. I don't like it.
I don't either.
Only reason I be on it because I be like, nah, y'all was wrong. Like, you know what I mean? Or I'd be like, that don't even sound right. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
like,
sometimes the dirt sheets get it wrong too, so
sometimes if you paid attention to Dave Meltzer or any of those other goofballs, we would have had were you flipping me off again, or were you flipping Dave off?
Dave Meltzer, I hate that fucking prick more than anything else.
My man, I love this guy.
Yes.
Dalton, I owe you a beer and a cigar.
Facts.
We're good. We're good.
Look, biggest prick out there in wrestling.
It's ridiculous.
See this bag?
He is
There's
so
a humidor in my bag.
Wait a minute. Let Majestic speak. Let Majestic
Go ahead.
speak.
Dave Meltzer is so blatantly biased. It's not funny. I'm like, you're supposed to
the
be
whole
a
wrestling
journalist.
community.
Okay, I actually went to journal. That's what I went to college for. So I kind of know a little bit. You're not supposed to put out there what you prefer and things like that. He is so blatantly
It's an unbiased
biased
opinion
towards
thing that he should
AEW,
have.
Kenny
Yep.
Omega, Chris Jericho, all of them, and he hates WWE for some reason. Even
He's just
Okay,
a
I'm gonna
prick.
shut
Here's the thing.
everything they taught us what not to do in school, he doesn't.
Here's the thing. I have respect for what he's done as
Yeah.
far as making content and making money off of it. Guys, right? Okay. I'll give the devil his due on that. But beyond that, his content's ass. I don't like his content. I don't like him.
His opinion's ass too.
I've called him douchebag Dave forever. So, I mean, that's what it is.
I'm just
But
saying,
anyway.
watch Rhea versus Charlotte get like 2 stars.
Oh, I guarantee it.
I've never been a Meltzer guy.
I don't fuck with his star ratings. When
I
people
hate
be
star
like
ratings, period.
It's stupid.
PW Insider list, if you're not from AEW, you won't be on that list unless you're Roman Reigns, because that's fucking undeniable. Bro,
Wrestling Observer, not PWI.
Oh, yeah.
Mike
Wrestling
Johnson does
Observer.
really good work. Mike Johnson does amazing work.
Yeah. But their shit, Meltzer's shit is fucking biased. If you're not Kenny Omega, you're not a fucking gold star. Like, that shit's lame, bro. Lame as fuck. Like, look, I hate it.
I mean, I'll be honest with you. I don't think that Dave Meltzer is going to be able to give WrestleMania a star ratings at all, because he had the Young Buck's stomach in his face the whole time. So those two just got Marie got it too. Oh, sorry.
Dude, you're terrible. Terrible.
Do you read the bottom line of my shit? There's a reason for this. I've been called way worse. The moment I got called the Howard Stern of Wrestling Podcast, I was like, oh, I'm running with this.
I love it.
Yes. I drink on the air. I'm unruly. You could have called me the guy from The Ladies' Man, Leon Phelps. You could have called me that. I'd have been fine with that too, because I remember that shit was hilarious. Night two.
Can I be Baba Booey?
Yes. And look, I got Robin right next to me. I got Majestic as Robin, the professional journalist. Yes.
I'm Beetlejuice.
Yes. You're Beetlejuice? Yeah.
I ain't smoke no weed.
Oh my God.
You all right now? No.
All right. Tell me why a radio station would not pick this up, other than the fact that they'd have to have somebody. We'd need a 30-second delay, and I need like 3 texts working just for me to make sure that they catch all the bleeps. And Stravi. Me and Stravi both.
Facts.
Both of us.
I'm Beetlejuice for sure.
All right. Night 2, guys. Night 2. Here we go. Brock and Omos. Realistically,
right? Hey,
all I want to say is next.
Do it again, D.
No.
Next.
For everybody who said this was a throwaway match, you were wrong. It wasn't that bad. I was going into it thinking we're looking at a school bus fire of attraction here, like a terrible thing. And I was so happy that the way it went, I was like, dude, this was way better than I thought it would be.
I get you that.
Majestic had her hand up first, so you wait your turn, sir.
No one was coming into this match expecting to watch a match.
True.
The only thing I was interested in was seeing Brock F5 Omos. That was the thing. That was the big boom of it.
Mm-hmm.
Brock is my favorite in WWE, so I'm going to be just happy to see him regardless of what happens.
And he is that big.
Yeah, he's huge. And
No,
he
that
was
was the only
moving.
reason
He
why
was-
I watched it was to see if he'd get him up in the F5. Other than that, I could have cared less about this match.
It wasn't that bad of a match, and Brock was moving.
Y'all see how blown up he got when he picked him up for the F5?
Brock
Well,
sold.
if you picked up that big old dude, how would you look?
No. I loved it because that showed how real it was.
Yeah.
Brock was purple, y'all.
I wouldn't
Brock-
have picked up Omos.
It would
No.
take at least all 5 of us probably to pick up Omos.
No facts.
So wait, Saint, you said that you did not mind this match?
Not at all. I liked it.
All I had to say was I heard your view on Asuka. Next match.
Time, Hunter.
Okay.
I like this match.
I
I'm
liked it.
just picking on you, Saint. I'm just
Me-
picking
me
on
and
you.
It was better than what we
Dalton
thought.
Me and Dalton
Definitely.
are in complete agreement. I could have done without this match, period.
No,
Just
but it was
totally
better
take it
than
off.
what I thought. It was way
Yeah.
better than what I
Oh,
thought.
it
Yeah.
was because
I'll
of
give you
Brock. Brock made this match.
Well, duh.
Brock sold for Omos. Brock
Brock
sold
made
for
this
Omos better than anybody has.
Omos is
Brock
horrible.
Time
was
out.
hit.
Sorry.
Brock was hitting those ropes almost like a luchador. It was ridiculous. I was like, oh my gosh.
I'll tell you what made that match was MVP's shoes. Did y'all see those?
Nah.
No.
$10,000 shoes on his feet. Go back and watch it.
The red Nike. Listen, but now I kind of feel like I know what Undertaker said to Bray Wyatt in his ear that day. You might want Brock at Mania, but it ain't happening
Probably.
because I'm working with Omos and yeah. But I appreciate the fact that the Undertaker is backstage working with the big guys like Omos because shit, we all know he fucking needs it. Like it's a lot that goes into being a big wrestler, like a giant wrestler. It's a lot of chops, a lot of chokes, and you know what I mean, like
They can't move. They can't move
exactly.
like that. So they have to figure out what works for them and just
Right.
accentuate on that.
Omos
Right.
is an attraction. He is not a wrestler.
Correct.
Let's
Right.
Agreed.
let's
Correct.
just be clear with that. He's an attraction who is trying to be a wrestler, but he is not currently a
Just
wrestler.
like Andre the Giant. Facts.
Just like the Giant Gonzalez.
Yeah. Unlike the tall guy from Jeff Jarrett and what you call his group, that guy's not an attraction.
Satnam Singh.
He's not an
Satnam Singh.
attraction.
No one
No.
cares about him.
No, he bores the shit out of me.
Say it again, Majestic.
No one cares about him.
Satnam
I
Singh.
forget he's there most of the time.
When
Bobby
y'all
Fish
were
was so
talking
bad.
about Jeff Jarrett, I went all the way back thinking like Tomko wasn't that big. Who the hell are they talking about? No, that guy.
Hilarious. Tyson
I-
Tomko. Wow.
Yeah, I was thinking about that guy. I
Oh,
was like,
speaking of
oh,
Jeff
you mean
Jarrett,
the,
shout out
you mean
Seth
the-
Rollins because I feel like that's what that gear was inspired by. Jeff Jarrett, the top with the line.
really?
That was
Yeah.
Jarrett all the way.
I mean, I thought Tomko looked like a methed up version of Batista, but that's just me. And
Correct,
yes, I
I
said
agree.
methed up, not messed up. Meth.
You stupid.
Yes.
You stupid. Messed up.
No,
Yeah.
that's wish.com.
Dude, that's like,
When you
look,
ordered Batista off Wish.
yo, so listen, I'm gonna throw some out there because a couple of y'all down here, y'all know the Allen brothers. All right, so the
You
one
talking about
Allen
Wheeler
brother.
Yuta?
No, hold up, wait. It's worse than you think with Wheeler Yuta, because in my book, Wheeler Yuta looked like that dude fucking superhuman or whatever. The dude that goes F this and jumps off the shit and I think Wheeler Yuta looks like that guy. So if the Allen brother looks like Wheeler Yuta looks like that guy, it's like we went from this level to Dollar General to fucking Wish. It's like, it's way out of line.
The singular bars.
No, that's not even a singular bar. That's like atomic bomb drop. Like, what is this? Except it's backwards because honest to God, dude, I think the Allen kid is impressive. Like, no lie.
Too.
I legit do think the Allen kid's impressive. And I actually told him that when I bumped into him at the bunkhouse we were at. Yeah, I told him I've seen what you've done in the last year. I said in the beginning I was very unsure of you. I said, but bro, I said y'all are putting in the work, and it shows.
They are.
Yeah. Congrats.
They are. They're doing great heel work too.
Yep. Anyway, off the indies, back to the mains. Let's talk here. Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler defeated Green DeVille, Naughty Shotzi, Liv, and Raquel.
We leaving?
Dalton's going to the bathroom.
Well,
He's going.
let me know when we get to some real shit. Yeah, I'm saying we need that. We need that. I took my headphone out. Bro, listen, the psychology behind this match was so fucking terrible. Okay, let's go spot for spot. This is how bad it was. I damn near memorized it in my head. Liv Morgan took the first code breaker. Okay, fine. The second one, what the fuck was that?
Yeah.
Then we got Chelsea Green, top rope, drop kick, completely misses. Raquel stands there like, oh, she hit me though. I'm strong. Fucking terrible. Bro, I was so mad at this match. Shotzi, bro, I felt so fucking listen, I like her. She's fine as hell. I love her tattoos. The green, I love it. The girl can actually sing too. She got a song with Scarlett and some other little wrestler girl. She can sing. But I felt so fucking bad because as soon as that girl got in the ring, she heard 80,000 people fucking boo her. That was so
loud.
fucking sad.
It was loud.
Bro, they booed her. I wanted them to like.
Why did they boo Shotzi?
Why did they boo Shotzi?
I have no clue.
I'll tell you one reason why they booed her. Because everybody was expecting her to come out in the tank.
Her first spot of the match was
everybody wanted her to come out in the tank, but her first Natalia's music, and she came out with Natalia, and there was no tank.
But that's not her fault. She doesn't make those calls.
I agree, but you can't tell fans that.
No, I feel like the boos.
Listen, going on behind stage.
She botched her first spot, and then tried to make up for it with the swanton to the middle rope or whatever, and it didn't. They were done after the first botch. They were like, go watch it back. As soon as she botched, it was like, y'all ready? Gargle.
The part that really made me want to throw up is when she did the double
sharpshooter.
I was like, really?
Bro, and then the fact that Michael Cole, is she gonna do it? Is she gonna do two people? This isn't the first time you've seen this, Michael Cole.
I think she's done it.
But seriously, she didn't even do it right. The first one fell out before the one in the front fell out before the hold was even let go.
This is at least the fifth time I've seen her do that, and every time she does it looks terrible. Your legs are too short to do two girls, and you're doing it with girls that have longer legs. She's done it with Lacey Evans and I think Shotzi. Bro.
She only needs to do it with the smaller girls like Alexa Bliss and Zelina Vega or something.
Right. That would make sense. Because she could catch both of their legs. And it was like, bro, like the shield bomb that wasn't even called a shield bomb. They were just like, oh, it's a triple power bomb.
Power bomb, yeah.
What? Did y'all go to sleep too? I feel like they were just reading at that point.
So I just have a question. Did anybody like this match?
No.
Okay. We're all in agreement.
Apparently, Saint liked it better than Asuka and Belair.
Even CBS, and I'm going down here to make sure we're doing it in order and everything because I told Ron I'd help him out. And CBS even gave it the lowest grade.
Oh, I'm not surprised. It was a shit show.
It
was chaotic. You couldn't follow anybody. There were girls jumping around everywhere, and
they actually said in their review here that it was a hard match to follow.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
I didn't like it at all. Yes, Dalton. Dalton, did you freeze again? Oh,
No. Froze for my moment. So, anyways, here's my thing. I don't think I would have absolutely hated the match if Ronda Rousey didn't lay on her ass outside of the ring for 18, 20 minutes and then get on the apron, get a tag, and win the match. She does not deserve that spot when she wrestles 4 times a year currently. Period. I don't care what you think about her, how you feel about her. She did not deserve to win that match or to make the win.
I
She
despise
was injured. That's why it happened. But then don't have her in the stinking match. Just
don't have her win it.
Yes,
have her in it. Don't have her win it. It made no sense for her to win.
Shayna should have took the pinfall.
yes. Shayna should have caused the tap.
And
I'd have been better off with that.
but Ronda Rousey does not mean what she used to mean a couple years ago. Her first initial run, I liked her first run.
Damn,
it was really good.
Damn,
but during the pre-show, they were making her seem like she was the main event of that match. She was the superstar. You know, she didn't even have to qualify. She just could be in the match and walk down the ring. They made her sound but she wasn't none of that during the match.
Y'all, Ron, look, Ron know what I'm about to say. You know what I'm about to say. Watch this. Hey, y'all. The mustache man strikes again.
Yeah.
Wait. Who just bought WWE? Who do they also own?
Endeavor.
And where did Ronda Rousey come from?
UFC.
Of course.
Yeah.
We're booking Ronda as the big star of the whole thing. She's the main event of the fatal. Bro, because they knew that they were signing with Endeavor. Just like, bro, he's been working with this guy from Endeavor for 23 years.
Ronda Rousey didn't bring those people in. They didn't buy tickets to see Ronda Rousey.
No.
They saw them to see Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes.
Yep.
Those are the 2 people who sold the tickets.
Correct.
And the Usos.
Well, I was going to say the bloodline.
That was night one.
The bloodline.
That was night one. But okay, so we can move on from this match. But
nobody likes.
Go ahead. What Roadhouse?
Real quick, I do have to go. I have been gone for 4 days, and I would like to see my wife and kids. So
yes,
I do have to go. If y'all have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. If you want to know anything from there, I would love to. If any of y'all have extra shows that you're going to talk about it, I would love to be on them. Just hit me up, guys.
I'm gonna hit you, bro.
I'm doing Sunday at 4. You can jump in on Sunday if you want.
All right, cool deal. Love you guys. Bye.
Love you too, bro.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and catch up on comments, and then we will move into the rest of the night. Let's see here. Good Lord. Sean Duffy has chimed in. He said, sorry I'm late, but at least there's time to say hello and good evening from Fallon, Nevada. What's up, Sean? Do my best to stay away from Dave, but also dirt sheets. Problem I have with WWE is so predictable. Thank God for independent wrestling. You say that, but the main event of WrestleMania was supposed to be Cody Rhodes because everybody and their brother, bet the house on Cody to beat Roman. So, and it didn't happen. So, I mean, I get what you mean. However, I can't entirely agree.
Right.
Brock went longer than I thought he would. Yes, agreed. Scott, don't let them call you Artie. Okay. Let's see here. Monster versus monster. So it worked for what it was worth. Yes. What? Oh, $10,000 shoes. Brandon Ledford chimed in. What's up? And he said, night 1 of Mania was good. Night 2, what the fuck did they do? That ending of that match with Reigns winning, it was garbage. I'm saying it now. Last year's Mania was way better. Rousey sucks. Shotzi was the hometown girl. Let's see here. WWE is wasting Lacey Evans. Nah, she's got to be really good for her to be wasted.
There we go.
0.5 out of 5. I'm sorry, but Rousey needs to be released from WWE. She's horrible in my opinion. And Rousey is garbage. Dude.
Agreed.
Okay. Fine. Hold on. Who do you think is a better performer in the ring? Ronda Rousey or Lacey Evans? Oh, that hurt, didn't it? Yeah. All
Ronda
right then.
Rousey.
I made you think about that.
That's a fucking. That's
All right then.
sad.
That's all right then.
I'm going to
So
give you
you
a
go-
Vince McMahon answer. Fire both of them.
Hey, no, but hell no, hell no. Yeah, let's go on Vince's ethic. In-ring work means shit when it comes to
I didn't
character.
want to get you all riled up on Vince.
Lacey
bro.
Evans doesn't have a good promo ability unless it's pre-recorded. Unless it's a vignette, her promos are cancer. So there's no entertainment value there.
Touche. But her character
There's-
is better than Ronda's.
Which one?
I would okay. I would say this. I would rather see Lacey Evans than Ronda Rousey.
Her
At least
NXT
Lacey Evans-
character.
At least Lacey Evans has
maybe.
more than 2 moves.
The classy
It's-
Southern
I'm just
Belle?
saying.
Which
Classy
Ronda
Southern
Rousey
Belle?
are we talking about? Are we talking about the first run Ronda Rousey? Or are we talking about the now Ronda Rousey?
The
'Cause
now Ronda Rousey. I
mean,
haven't
The
seen.
problem with it is that she does not care. She doesn't want to be there, and you
Right.
can tell.
Right.
When she
Then
was
get rid
first
of her.
there, she
Then get rid
worked
of her.
hard. She wanted to learn. She was
Right.
putting everything she had into it. I
Correct.
liked her then. She does
Mhm.
not give a rip anymore, and that's
If
why.
she don't give a whip, then get rid of her. That's what I would
Right.
do as a business person, because if she don't care, it shows in the ring, and
Yeah.
it has showed in the ring. I mean,
Yeah.
All right.
I
So here's my opinion on that. And y'all are gonna hate me for this. And I
go
know
back
you
to
are.
UFC and do your thing, man.
No, I know you're gonna hate this. I know you're gonna hate this. Are you ready? Who makes the most money for the company?
It ain't Ronda Rousey right now.
Ronda Rousey, no doubt.
No, Lacey or Ronda though.
Oh,
Who
between the
makes
two?
more money? Which one of them?
Ronda, hands
Ronda
down,
does.
Ronda.
Rhonda. Okay, then guess what? Now you have your answer because that's what they're going to follow.
That-
You can look at
I
who's
agree.
better and who does this and who does that and who does the other. Nobody cares. I
Yeah.
don't give a damn. Nobody cares. Vince doesn't care at all.
At all.
You know
He
what
don't
Vince
give a
cares
shit.
about? Who can I put the name on the marquee to
Mhm.
bring you to buy a ticket?
Mhm.
That's all Vince cares about. So y'all, we can go with who sucks in the ring and who's great in the ring and who sucks on the mic and all this other shit. Guess what? Ronda over Lacey.
Yeah,
in
over
that
her,
aspect.
over her, but overall, no, she did not bring in any ticket sales this time.
Oh, not this time, but in the last couple of years she has.
Yeah, yeah,
Right. Right.
and I didn't have a problem with her before.
Right. See, look, we've got people saying pin up Lacey all day long. Lacey Evans. Dude, I like the classy Southern Belle one. I did like her as that character, but beyond that, and then yeah, it's Ronda Rousey. Exactly. That's my
I'm
point.
sorry, if she could do some better wrestling, I liked her. I like her new one. I like the Sergeant Slaughter type gimmick. I love that gimmick. If she could do it right, if she could go in there and do some power moves and some, it just seemed like the last 2 times I saw her wrestle a full match, just her and somebody else, it's like she wasn't into the gimmick herself. If you don't believe the gimmick yourself, you're not going to have the fans believe in it.
Right.
Correct. That's correct. Did not hit
What's
on that.
next?
That's a hell of a point. Now, let's talk about one of the absolute best matches, period, on WrestleMania weekend, period. This was very fun.
Yes.
Gunther defeated Sheamus and Drew.
This
Yes.
would
Majestic.
be my match of WrestleMania.
You go first. You had so much energy. You go first.
I love Gunther. I love him so much.
Dang.
This made everyone hurt. We felt every blow. It was stiff as heck. It was beautiful. It was just a straight up brawl, and that's what I like. That's kind of like the type that I like. That's my favorite type of wrestling. It's just the brawl, and yeah, all 3 of these guys delivered big time, and I was very, very happy with Gunther winning.
I just thought everybody sold for everybody.
Yeah,
I mean, you could see the damage across everyone's chests. Everyone had chests, had chests. I mean, you can't put two better people in the ring than Gunther and Sheamus. I mean,
Right.
your chests are going to get ripped up.
Yep.
Drew added to that match with, he's power. He's, he did a couple of his kicks and almost it looked like he was about to win the match. I mean, all three of them had a chance here. I mean, It was really everybody was on the edge of their seats. At least I was for this whole match because you didn't know how it was going to end. Everybody, was beating the crap out of everybody else. It was a good match. This was my match of the night for both nights, hands down. This one was almost as good as Gunther and Sheamus the first time they did a pay-per-view match. Almost as good. But that match is still better than this one, in my opinion. Because they beat the snot out of each other that night.
Yeah, no, yeah, I liked it. I just think
the brutality of it is
I don't like Drew McIntyre, y'all. I'm sorry.
Aww.
I'm not a fan. I just like you know what's crazy? It was weird when he came out with the white gear and I was like, okay, maybe I'll like this. But it just one of my favorite spots though was him and Gunther standing in the middle of the ring. Now normally it's Gunther and Sheamus, but this one where him and Gunther were chopping each other, Drew was slapping the hell out of that man's chest.
Yeah.
Like I was like, nah, maybe it's like muted because Drew got hair. Maybe that, nah. You heard Gunther's slaps, but listen, when wow, it hurts. But I wanted to record it and post it like, but wrestling's fake. Wrestling's not real.
Oh, dude, did you see Sheamus after like 3 chops from Gunther? Sheamus already had rips on his up here.
Listen, I feel like they're doing that on purpose. It's so terrible, but I feel like, okay, he's the peerless one. Go slap the hell out of him. After they seen like the pictures of him and Daniel Bryan, hey, how you guys feel about taking more chops?
Yeah, I bet he didn't like it, but man, the match was just gold. I'm sorry.
This is really selling the wrestling isn't real thing. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah,
and they did what all 3 of them are. They're all power wrestlers. Each one of them did power moves.
Brawlers.
I mean,
fact.
It was just beautiful. To me, this was match of the night again. I'm gonna say it.
I enjoyed it. This is what I like to see. I like to see larger than life people beating the brakes off of other larger than life people. So I enjoyed this match. I thought it was very fun. I thought that they had a lot to bring to the story here. Everybody, man, look, we predicted Sheamus. We all predicted Sheamus. So to see Gunther retain, I was happy. Oh, you didn't? You didn't?
I
okay.
was Gunther all the way.
Stravy and I predicted Sheamus.
I would have predicted Sheamus too.
I think Jay did too, didn't Jay?
No. I said Gunther.
You did?
Heel turn from Drew. But the heel turn didn't fucking happen. They took a picture holding hands afterwards.
Yeah.
They literally took a picture holding hands like, we're dead, but we're still brothers. Damn it. Let the heel turn happen. Drew needs a character change, damn it.
He does.
Yeah.
It might still happen.
I'm a big fan of Drew. I've met him several times. He's a sweetheart, but he does need a character change.
He would be such a menacing heel.
Yeah.
Because of how, oh, man.
Yep. Majestic, I wish you had the hot garbage button. I really do.
It's not mine. It belongs to Tom Clark.
Oh, man. Tom saw this. I wish Tom was here. Because I really need the hot garbage button for the one I'm about to press.
What we doing?
Hot garbage. This match was abysmal. I'm sorry.
LA Knight voice. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. This was terrible.
I missed most of this one, I'll be honest. So
then that's why you don't know. It was bad.
Yeah, no. Sandbagging. I know I'm not going over, so I'm just going to do whatever.
It looked glitchy as shit. I've seen better contact in wrestling video games than I have in this.
That's a great fucking word for it. He said glitchy. Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
Yep. Perfect.
Hey, what was the reason for the mist being sprayed and not hitting her?
She
That was my
misses
big
with
question.
the mist all the stinking time.
Then why
She
do it?
missed at the
I mean,
Rumble.
seriously, she should have. If she would have hit her with the mist, that would have at least gave something to invest in this match. It was I
I
do
don't know,
agree.
but I would have told her to quit doing it because she's missed like 4 times in a row. So I'd be like,
Well, the one
look,
time when she did the promo, she was supposed to spit it out, but the capsule burst funny, and it half of it, more than half of it, went down her face before she could.
That
do
was
anything.
intentionally. That was done intentionally to let you know it was there and she was ready to do it. That's what that
Okay.
was. But
I
either
thought
way,
it was actually, okay.
this match in my book from bell to bell was bowling shoe ugly. Like I said earlier, I predicted Asuka to win because I didn't see the need for Bianca's story to continue holding the title. I thought it was time for a face to chase a heel. But I have never been so happy to be fucking wrong because Asuka sucked in this match.
Abysmal.
Abysmal. Abysmal.
Y'all.
And that's hard to say about Asuka. It really is.
It
'cause
is.
Asuka's usually on the top of her game, and she's usually one of the best women wrestlers in WWE. She still is. It's just this night it wasn't her night.
If y'all watched the press conference, even Bianca was like trying to put her over. On Monday after Mania, Bianca was trying to put her over. She like Asuka. Everybody in the crowd like, so bitch, we don't give a fuck no more.
Yeah.
And she like, nah, come on, y'all, Asuka, give it up. Like she one of the best. Like, nah, we don't care.
That match was bad, but she is one of the best still. I
Literally, if y'all watch the press conference, she said it like Asuka and everybody in the press conference was like, so. And then it happened again on Monday. Like it's scary.
Yeah.
I told y'all I'm not the only person who saw it.
Yeah. No.
When
You're
you
not.
think
No,
about
definitely.
it, when you think about it and you go back and rewatch that match, if y'all don't believe me, go back and rewatch it.
But I'm still happy. I'm still happy Bianca's still the champ, though.
I'm
Hell yeah.
I am
Hell yeah.
elated. I am elated that Bianca's still the champion. Like, oh my God.
That's funny.
That's the greatest thing because if Asuka had won that match, as shitty as it was, I'd have been like, neither one of y'all deserve a
I'm not
goddamn
saying
title.
it's
They
just
better
for
strip
I'm
that
saying
bitch.
I just think it's not Asuka's time to win it right now.
I think me and
Bianca
Majestic
deserves-
jinxed on that one.
I
We
think
said at the
Bianca
same
deserves
time.
to
Yep.
get close
What?
to that longest run ever. She
I
deserves
picked
it.
I did actually pick Bianca to win because it was kind of almost a shoe-in that Rhea was going to win, right? And she's
Right.
a heel character, and Bianca does such good PR, charity work and everything like that.
Yeah.
They needed a face champ to be able to do that. You can't have
Right.
both titles on 2 heels and then not have it represented in that way. And Bianca does such a great job with all that kind of stuff that I knew that's what they were probably going to do. I didn't see a whole lot of the match, but I knew that once Bianca came out with those little girls that she was going to win. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I said the same thing when I saw that entrance. I was like, well, that pick was 100% wrong. And I was fine with that. I was fine with it. After the match, I was okay because like I said, I hated that match. I really hated that match.
See, but I had thought though that Bianca was going to win, and then Asuka was going to go berserk, and then go full Dark Asuka, Kana, whatever you want to call her, at the end. But she didn't do that, so I was like, that was weird. Why didn't they do something there?
Right. All right. So we're going to catch up on comments. Then we're going to go into the next match. Let's see here. Shane Odom said,
I'll be right
Lacey
back.
Evans. All right.
Okay.
Lacey Evans is just like Baron Corbin, a great athlete, but gimmick wise, terrible.
Correct. Correct.
I like
Poor
it.
Baron
I like
Corbin. Poor
that.
Baron
I feel bad for
Corbin.
Baron Corbin.
Yeah,
I
like
do
Corbin.
too. He tries so hard.
I mean, I guess I guess he does. I don't
Stop
know.
with the gimmicks. Give him one gimmick. Let him work it. Let him work it. Let him work it.
Go back to the lone wolf, please.
Yes.
Yeah.
Go back
Oh
to
my
being
God.
that.
Please. I would
Yeah.
love it. I would.
No
was
more
awesome.
dog food Baron Corbin, please.
Yeah.
No.
No more happy Corbin. No more sad Corbin, even though sad Corbin was fun.
Sad Corbin was fun.
Yes. My chest hurt after watching that match, and it was awesome. He's talking about the triple threat. Gunther is awesome. I was thinking he was going to win too. Gunther is the best intercontinental champion WWE has had in years. I agree, Brandon. I
It's
really
the
do agree with
Miz
that.
and Dolph Ziggler. Yeah.
I'm scared that I actually agreed with Brandon Ledford on something. Gunther has the hardest chops in the business.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, he does. Matthew Collins, you're right there. Let's see here. One of my friends was on the same flight. Gunther was on coming back from Cali to Florida. I think Gunther lives in Florida. Yes, he does. He lives down there, I think in the Orlando area.
Okay.
Let's see here. You predicted Gunther. Ooh. That match was the drizzling shits. Yes, Brandon Ledford. I agreed with you twice in one night. Holy shit, it's a record. Oh my God. I'm going to need a drink
I'm
after
tired
this
of
and a
Bianca
shower.
being champion. Brandon, what?
Now, hey, look.
What?
Look. I was saying this until that match happened.
I was feeling you till you said that, Brandon.
I was agreeing with him until the match happened. Then when the match happened, I'm like, Jesus God, thank the Lord that she is still champion. Because I honestly, Asuka's been underutilized. I agree with that, Matthew Collins. But here's my issue. My issue is that they built her very slowly and kind of almost backdoored her into this spot to where she would have been a great surprise, great change of pace. But she did not deliver on this match at all. I think that the language barrier hurts a little bit. I really do. I kind of feel like that hurts her a bit. Anybody on that idea? Anybody feel anything with that? Think the language barrier hurts?
It's possible. It's very possible. But I mean, she's worked American wrestlers for years, so I don't know if I mean, she knows what when somebody calls a spot, she knows what they're calling. She'd have to.
I actually mean the language barrier as in her being able to resonate with the fans.
Oh, I got you.
Because when all she can say is no one's ready for Asuka, I mean, what else you got? Like,
right. And
we
that was the same thing with
Shinsuke
Nakamura too.
Then have her be like this really tough girl that doesn't need to speak. Then
yeah,
why not? That's the perfect person to give a great manager to. Give her a great manager.
Definitely. I really feel like that could have worked for her. A good, solid. But it needs to be somebody
manager, somebody like Mr. Fuji.
I mean, I know what she's saying because my husband's fluent in Japanese, so he will tell me what she's saying. So I know what she's saying, but nobody else does. So
you just said that I need to get up with you after the show for a reason. Nothing has to do with the show, but now that you said that, I have to talk to you for a minute.
So Scott's old and he wants to know what Domo Regato Mr. Roboto means. That's what it is.
No.
I don't know. My husband's sitting next to me.
A lot of Japanese stuff, and she wants to learn the language, and she wants to know the quickest way to do it. So that's what I was going to call her.
Oh, Rosetta Stone. I have no idea.
Well, if that's what her husband tells me to do, that's what we'll do then.
I'll have to ask him what he uses because he uses something different. I'm taking Spanish classes, so I use something different.
Cool.
Gotcha. Matthew Collins said, I think WWE has too many workers than they know what to do with. Frankly, with all the drama going on in the back, things are only going to get worse. Maybe. We don't see a lot of this shit.
Personally, I don't care about that stuff. I just care about the product when it comes on TV. I could care less what happens in the back.
Yep, we already talked about that, Brandon Ledford. Yes, we already said props to the little girl, and I'm gonna go ahead and say this. I hope that the WWE took care of a lot of that situation. Yeah. I'd be willing to bet that the WWE did something for that.
Oh yeah,
just throwing it out there. He agreed with whatever I was saying. Probably. I honestly think I was hoping to see Roxanne Perez come to Raw last night and challenge against Bianca for the championship, possibly have her win it. That's kind of a Paige thing. It's been done. Meh. Why not put Heyman or a real good heel manager with her and Nakamura? I like that idea. I don't think it should be somebody like Heyman, though. It should definitely not be like Vicky Guerrero.
No.
Need a really good heel man. You know who would be great for it? Paul Ellering. Paul Ellering would work for that because Paul Ellering was in Japan with like the Road Warriors and shit back in the day. That would make sense. That would work. That could be good.
The Authors of Pain could not speak English either, so they put him with them, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he already.
And that would work. Oh, Brandon Lamb chimed in. He said, figured I'd hop on real quick. Just want to say I knew Vince had his fingers all over this BS. Hey, man, look, we think, but we don't know. We don't know any of this stuff. Matthew Collins said, I don't care about the stuff in the back either, but when it spills over onto the product on TV, yeah, I get that. Wait, AOP couldn't speak English? No.
No, they
Hell
couldn't.
no. They could not speak English. Not at all.
Not really well.
No. If I remember correctly, it was like very, very minute. I remember when they came here in Spartanburg. You were at that show, Majestic. Right?
Yeah. I think so.
You and I were both there. It was the NXT show.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Didn't even know each other.
We're getting to my second favorite match of the night.
Scott's excited.
Yes, I'm about to get excited.
Strav is coming back.
He's getting excited because we're getting ready to talk about Snoop Dogg and The Miz. What's up, Strav?
Yes.
It's what comes after that. But yeah, Snoop Dogg is pretty cool too.
Hey, we talking about Snoop?
Nah, not yet. Not yet.
We just started.
The hero. That. Okay.
I made y'all all think I was going to talk about that next because I was skipping Scott's favorite match of the night. I was messing with Scott.
No, this is my favorite match.
I know.
This was the one I wanted to get to.
That's why I said I was skipping it and talking about Snoop.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah, now it makes sense. Awesome. Okay. All right, Majestic, lay it out for us. What'd you think?
It was all right.
Felt that. Could have been much, I'm just over Edge.
Exactly.
There was only one part. I'll say
I wasn't going to say that. I wasn't going to say that.
I love the match. I loved everything that happened in the match. The only thing that I didn't agree with, why did he open up with the Brood entrance if neither one of the Brood partners were to come there? And what was that thing on his head? What did that have to do with the Brood? Absolutely nothing. It didn't. His entrance didn't make sense until his real music started playing.
Bro,
that disappointed me. I was hoping because that was rumors that that
Gangrel was going
to be there at least, and then they had said that AEW had given the okay to.
I knew that wasn't that there was no fire to that smoke.
Well, they had given them the okay though. That was
a rumor
by AEW.
That was a rumor.
No, AEW. I'll send you the thing where AEW had said they had given them the okay because they had done that before, and it made sense. It was just for the entrance. He wasn't going to be in the match. Just for the entrance, he'd come up and he'd go back down.
Billy Gunn be up there for 2 seconds with DX,
right?
So why would they let him?
I don't know.
Be on WrestleMania.
I'll have to go back and find that. I did see it though. The where AEW had come out. I'll find it. I'll put it in our chat room.
But even if, I don't think that WWE would have made that move to showcase opposing companies.
Come up with them if he was going to do the Brood opening. At least have him come up with them.
Well, you know what annoyed me the most is this whole inclination that Edge has always been this dark, sinister ass character. Like,
Right.
Even as a vampire, this man was not dark and sinister. Like he wasn't. This was never him. And they're trying to sell us on. Oh, he's been to hell and back and this and that, bro.
Right.
Like
But
what?
I did like the match though. The match itself, I thought was pretty good. I mean,
Oh yeah.
I enjoyed
Finn Balor doing the coup de grace through the table. I thought he was going to break an ankle, but
No,
I
I thought he
got
did.
through it.
I literally thought he did. That was the first thing I said. Up there's an ankle.
I just wasn't emotionally invested in it, so I wasn't like, doing this the whole time. They didn't do anything wrong. I was just it wasn't
and
for
the
me.
stadium was too open for him to come out being the demon. The demon
and I think that
didn't have the effect that it would at a Coliseum where the smoke and
Dark.
everything. Yeah.
And I think Edge did himself a disservice too, because all he had to do was cut those ropes and the demon would have been toast. And he just did all that mess for nothing.
Right. But did you guys see the picture of his head from the ladder?
Yes.
Yeah, that was crazy.
It legitly split him open.
It was 12 or 14 staples in his head. I counted them earlier.
Look, real quick. I think that's why Finn jumped from the ropes to the side of the cell. Because he was like, this rope shit will not happen to me again. I will not be cut down again. Fuck that. He looked, he was like, no ropes. Up here.
There is kryptonite.
Hilarious. Not tonight. Now he set me up for another one.
Right. But I and at least there was blood on both. I mean, there was just a little bit of blood on Edge. He cut himself a couple of times by his eye, a little trickle of blood there. But Finn Balor, he got busted wide open with that ladder. At least there was blood. I hate, and I'm gonna say this to my dying day, I hate any wrestling match in a cage where there is no blood. It makes no sense to me. If you got a cage, there's got to be some kind of blood. I don't care if it's just a little teeny trickle from a small cut or whatever. There's got to be some kind of blood, man. If not, why have it in a Hell in a Cell?
That's the OG in you.
I'm telling you, man. Look, they brought out the tables, ladders, chairs, the kendo sticks. They brought it all out. If there's no blood, why do all that?
Right. No, I feel that. Sure.
I mean, I don't like it that it happened impromptu, that he didn't do it himself, that it was a legit, mistake that happened.
Right.
He got hit with a ladder in the face that he didn't want, but hey, it made the match though. For me, it made the match.
Right. So I thought the match was fun. I enjoyed it. Could they have done some more craziness? They probably would have, but Finn got busted open early in the match, and we got what we got. Hugest props ever to Finn Balor for getting injected and stapled during a freaking wrestling match to keep going. Give that man a title.
Bro, he made them. He made them
do it. Yes.
Like, he was gonna keep going with the match. Like, fuck y'all. I'm not stopping. Like,
yeah, they tried to stop him.
Yeah.
He said, do what you got to do. I'm not stopping this match. I am the demon.
Go back and watch it. Y'all go hear him say, hurry up.
Yep.
You hear him say, hurry up. Like, get it done. Like, while Edge was literally by the steps on the other side trying to, call, like, oh, I'm looking for things. He's standing up, and as soon as he walked around the steps, you hear Finn scream at the doctors, hurry up. That was the dopest shit to me. Like, Finn is really gangster.
I have a question for y'all.
Yep. What's up?
How many times will it take for y'all not to care about the demon anymore? Because every time they bring him up on the main roster, he gets beat.
Back.
I will never get tired of the demon. There's one reason why I will never get tired of the demon, because he doesn't bring him out all the time. Even if he loses, He brings them out every once in a blue moon, and that's what makes it
Well,
fresh
it's
for me.
supposed to me, they're taking away from the mystique of it, though, and
There
the
we go.
speciality
I
of
knew
it.
you guys.
That's the
I
lore.
knew where you guys were going with it. I understand that, but and there will be a point when that will happen. There will be a point. Trust me, they have to, because people are going to notice, just like we're noticing. Yeah, he's losing all his matches, but at that time, I'm sorry, Demon shouldn't have won that match. The writing was on the wall that, he was going to get his revenge for all the stuff. The concerto at the end was the icing on the
In
cake.
storyline, it makes sense and everything. I'm
Right.
just, I would like for Finn Balor's special character at some point.
Oh, I agree.
To win
I'm
a
Finn Balor
match?
fan too. Right in the middle, there's
Yeah.
Finn Balor as the Demon.
Yep.
So I agree, and I've got
Because
this.
I'm
right here.
supposed to be like, if I'm a wrestler, right? I'm supposed to be scared, but I'm like, I'm not scared of you. You got beat by Edge. You got beat by Roman Reigns. You got beat by Bray Wyatt. You got beat. I'm not scared of you.
See, there's my other Finn
Golly,
Balor as the Demon.
regular old Finn Balor had more wins than you. I'm not scared of you.
No, for real. They taken away from the lure of him.
That's a nitpicky thing. That's a nitpicky
14
thing.
stitches in the middle of the match and barely getting beat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on. I don't think I slightly disagree with you guys. Just slightly. I still think the Demon is still
I'm a
big
Finn Balor fan, and I love the Demon and everything.
Yeah,
right.
Me too.
So
Me too.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. We're going to catch up on comments. We got 1.5 matches to talk about. There we go.
1.5. I gotta go, y'all. So unfortunately, right. I know. I gotta go. My people are like hitting me. Tragedy struck. So now everybody's like trying to. But I love y'all to death, and I'm gonna get back with y'all soon. I'm gonna hop on with you Sunday, bro. Majestic, hit me up. I still got that for you. I'm still doing that for you.
Okay.
So I got you, Scott. Truth. Let me know when it's on. When you on. I just don't. If I'm at work, I'm at work. If I'm not, I'm hopping on with you. Me and Royce.
I got you.
All right. I love y'all, man.
Take it easy, bud. Love you too, man.
All
right. Let's catch up on some comments, and then we'll go to the last match and a half. We're down to 3.
I'm trying to stay. I'm trying.
We're getting there. We're close. Let's see. AOP didn't last long on the main roster. They were released a short time later. Yep. I was very upset about that match. Yeah. Only because Snoop hit the ropes all wrong. He did not hit the ropes right. Yeah, of course he didn't. He's not a trained wrestler.
No.
Yeah, big timer. That was Gangrel was going to be there, but he wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think Gangrel was going to be there. Oh, it was a big rumor, not a big timer. Gotcha. Yeah, that wasn't one of Edge's best interests. I agree. I know Finn got busted open. Yeah, he got busted open seriously. It didn't make sense. The ladder spot, I knew something happened as soon as it went down. Oh yeah, I heard it. One of the people from Top Flight and AEW broke an ankle. That's what I was gonna say. Damn it!
That was rough.
That's what I was gonna say while Stravy was here. Speaking of hell, and you thought that Finn broke his ankle on that, but Hell and Dante, and here we go with Dante Martin breaking his shit. Dude, his foot was twisted all the way around.
Yep.
Why did
they
do that spot, man? I mean, seriously, I saw the spot. Why did that spot even have to go down? That match was big enough without that spot even having to go down. Even if he would have hit that right, 4 tables, I mean, 2 on 2 sitting next to each other, you're asking for something to go wrong. A piece of wood to stand straight up and anything could have happened. I mean, that was probably one of the least things that could have happened was his ankle turning.
Because he's young and silly.
Yeah. I mean,
he's young and silly.
It didn't need to happen. That match was good without it.
Yeah.
I don't know what they had in their. I don't know what was going on in their mind. If it was just a big spot.
And one of those two, they stay hurt. They stay hurt.
Yes, they do.
For no reason. They don't need it. They don't need it. Both of them are awesome wrestlers. They don't need the spots like that. That's what drives me nuts. And I'm only going to say this one time, and I don't want the hate mail, but that's what drives me nuts about a lot of AEW matches. AEW does a lot of spot monkey stuff like that, and it drives me crazy. No story involved in it. Just let's see who can do the biggest, craziest event during a match. And it just,
That's a whole nother podcast.
yeah, that's a whole nother podcast. But
yeah, except can we have Majestic? I need you to call in a favor. We need the third peach on for that one. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Without a doubt.
I need both peaches and
No,
I need all three peaches.
I know who you're talking about.
All three peaches
Tom.
for that one. Yeah. I want Tom here for that because I want to hear. I like the different perspectives on it. And, Tom and I will butt heads all day long on stuff. And it's great because I love a good debate.
Yeah.
There is no fun in this world if everybody agrees and everybody likes the same things. Then there's going to be a whole lot of lonely ass people out there. Because if everybody likes the tall blonde, then, that doesn't work. I hate that.
I got you.
See what I'm saying? That's a bad analogy, but it made sense. See, agreed. That blood ain't coming from me. Just like the Stone Cold match where he was in Hell in a Cell, had blood all over his face in the ring. That's what I want to see, a cage match like that. Matthew Collins said, 10 years, I've never juiced. I've had people try to talk me into it, told them, no, if you make me bleed, that's fine, but I'm not juicing. I'm too pretty for that shit. When you say juicing, I thought I must have it. Okay, being on the gas means you're being on steroids.
Yeah.
Juicing is when you cut yourself.
Well, no, that's blading.
Well, they call it juicing too.
I thought juicing was, well, maybe. I could have swore juicing.
It's the same thing.
I know some people will be like, hey, pop a couple Tylenol before you go out there, seeing as you're getting busted open, it'll make your blood thinner and you'll bleed more. That I know about too.
Right.
1 to 2 times a year he brings out the demon character. Yeah, I guess.
I think he's done that 1 or 2 times a year, has he?
Nah, not really. It's only been twice since he's been on the main roster, right?
Yeah.
Roman and this one.
Yeah.
He did it one time with Bray, didn't he? I thought he did. I could be wrong though. Don't quote me.
Scott's gonna look it up. While Scott looks it up, Snoop Dogg defeated The Miz.
Snoop Dogg is the hero of WrestleMania.
100% agree with you. I entirely agree.
And I don't care if he hit those ropes right. He's not a trained wrestler. He did what he could, and I actually liked his landing on the people's elbow. I thought he did a good job there.
I thought them right crosses looked pretty good. I mean, they were a little vertical. They were a little like this, but I mean, they still look pretty good.
Yeah.
What?
You are correct, ma'am. SummerSlam 2017, Finn Balor versus Bray Wyatt Finn Balor as the Demon versus Bray Wyatt. You're right.
Okay, so it was 3 times.
So it was 3 times.
But he's been on the main roster how many years?
A lot.
7, 8, something like that.
I don't know if it's that long.
Well, he went back to NXT for a little bit too.
Yeah.
But that was after NXT was NXT. I'm sorry, but NXT is at the same level to me right now as WWE and as both of the other shows. To me, they are. I mean, you got some guys down there who deserve to be on the roster now. They just don't have room for them.
Yeah,
right.
In my opinion.
Yeah.
The current lineup in NXT is pretty fun. Carmelo Hayes is a beast. He is a beast. It's good shit. I like him. And I'm not a big Braun Breaker guy, but I like what Breaker can do. That athleticism is awesome. But he needs
I want him to get away from his daddy's gimmick and just be himself.
What is himself, though?
Anything but ooh, and the stuff like that. I just get away from it. You know,
but either way,
you know what I'm saying?
Shane O'Mac tears a quad. Snoop Dogg to the rescue. 2 right crosses and a people's elbow. 1, 2, 3. Snoop Dogg
Don't call that
saves
a
the day.
people's elbow. That was a Snoop Dogg elbow. That was nowhere near.
That was a
people's
doggy dog elbow.
It was
That
a
was a
doggy
doggy
dog
elbow.
elbow.
Okay. The people's doggy dog elbow.
His
I mean,
little
if we were gonna have, you know, if we were gonna have him there at some point, I guess Snoop Dogg's elbow was the closest thing we got to him being there. So I really wanted him to show up, but he didn't again.
Thank
so
God.
I've
It
done
was
giving
cute.
up on it now.
It was cute for what it was.
It was.
It worked. It worked. It was a fun.
The two punches. I just want to know how that went about, because did the Miz know they were coming? Did he say it? I mean,
you can. I don't
can
know
hear
about
something.
the punches, but you can hear the referee call the people's elbow to Snoop, and he just, you know.
Well, that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
But the punches, I mean, they legitimately look like they actually had that planned out. It wasn't, but it looked like it. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I said in our chat, I was like, if this was intentional, this was the dumbest thing ever. If this was impromptu, it was the most brilliant thing ever.
Yeah.
Turned out it was impromptu, and it was the most brilliant thing ever. I loved it. I was like, dude, that's a great way to save it. You got Shane getting hurt, blowing out a quad, 50-something years old. You're jumping up and down like a jackass. Things happen. It sucks that it happens. I am not happy that Shane got hurt. I like Shane.
Yeah.
I legitimately popped when he came out. I thought it was awesome.
I like Shane too.
I was hoping it was going to be LA Knight, but okay.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted it to be on night one, was LA Knight.
If it would have been LA Knight, a lot of different things would have happened, but I'm glad it happened the way it did.
I'm sure Shane is not. I'm sure Shane is not happy that it went down the way it did.
Shane's the only one that's not happy about the whole thing.
Yeah.
Right.
Poor Shane.
Yep. Now, hold on. I wonder, I got to throw this out there. You know, Vince McMahon rode in the ambulance with Taker during Mania. I bet you Vince didn't even get up out of his chair when Shane got hurt. That's awful. Tell me I'm wrong.
You've been on a roll tonight.
Tell me I'm wrong.
I wouldn't disagree with that.
All right, then. I've been horrible tonight. I am sorry, guys. I apologize. I need, listen, they call me the saint because, damn it, I need saving. I need to be saved. Oh Lord!
You're not going to get an argument from either of the other two on the panel tonight.
Oh, I am well aware I'm not going to get an argument out of you two. Both of you know me well enough to know that that's not the case. Good God, the Goldberg comment haunts me to this day from Majestic. The Goldberg remark haunts me forever. I don't know. I haven't talked to his wife. Anyway, where are we at here?
We are on the main event.
That was a joke, and Shane legitimately blowing out his knee, torn some ligament in it. Yeah, he tore his quadricep. That's the big muscle. So listen, Brandon, I'm going to teach you anatomy. Okay, anatomy. It's a big word. I understand you're in North Carolina, but listen, put your hand on your knee. Now pull it halfway up. That thigh, the muscle in there is called your quadricep. Yeah. Realistically, on an average person, a quadricep injury, normal healing time's about 9 months, including 6 of those, 4 to 6 in a wheelchair. That's a normal quadricep injury. That was a la Triple H time, tearing his, and Vince tearing both of his. What it is now with the new surgery, I don't know. Let's see here. Blowing out his knee, yeah. Huge Braun Breaker fan.
Yeah,
I know you do. I know you do. I know you do.
Huge Braun Breaker fan.
I get that. And look, yeah, I watched Scott's show where that was brought up. I watched that. The Scott
Jay, yes, I said all that stuff. I'll put it out there. That's the guy's name, Jay.
Gotcha. That was a puppy dog elbow. Okay.
LA Knight, yeah.
Yeah. Now No, somebody a bigger fan than you, dude. Trust me, he's got to be a bigger fan than me. He's all right. If you think about it, Shane's now a part of the Quad Club, so that's Hunter, Vince, Nash, and Shane. That there you go. That's the Quad Club.
He didn't want to be a part of that club, though.
That's the Quad Click. That's the next version of the Quad Click.
Yeah.
Except they got to have arthritis in their hands or something, so they got to be like this. The Quad. I don't know.
Okay. Wow. You're on your
I
game,
have no
man.
idea.
Oh man.
That's just awful. Speaking of awful, no, it wasn't awful. This works. It works.
I loved it. I loved
Roman
it.
Reigns defeated Cody Rhodes in the main event.
I loved it.
I love
that Roman.
It does. It does make sense. Here's my quick hit, and then I'll let you guys talk. My quick hit is this. How many people bet on Cody Rhodes? DraftKings alone. Find that number.
Oh,
you could have told me that Cody Rhodes was going to lose that match, and I would have bet you a car in that and told you were full of shit. Now, it probably would have been the worst car I owned, but I still would have bet you a car. Just saying. Give me a break here. I had no way. Nobody had that happening. Nobody had that happening.
No, I predicted Cody all the way. I will say this. When he went over, during his entrance, when he went over to his family and was holding his girl, at the beginning, before the match happened, I had a sinking feeling. I was like, oh, he's going over to his family now at the beginning. I wonder. And then I was like, no, he's not losing. He's not losing. He's not losing.
Nope. Especially with giving his belt to
Brody,
the son
Brody
of Brody Lee.
Yeah.
Yep.
That was super cool.
That was another one of those teary-eyed moments.
Yeah,
that was the moment that was the moment that got me. Was when I realized who it was. Like, I was like, dude, I know that kid from somewhere. I know that kid, but he's gotten tall. He's gotten really tall.
Yeah.
So I was like, whoa, crap. We haven't seen him in months.
Right.
On TV.
I think, and I could be wrong, but I think they're going to hold this all the way to SummerSlam, and then Cody's going to win it at SummerSlam.
I think they're going to hold it all the way up to next year's WrestleMania.
You think so?
I don't.
That long? Well, they could. I mean, hey, but what are they going to do with the Usos? That would be my question with that. Because are they going to win the titles back, or because the Usos without belts? I mean, they did a great job Monday night of, hey, you guys need to go to the bus. We got this. They kind of, you lost, so you're no longer part of this right now. You go take your lumps. I don't know. It's I want to see what they have in the storyline for that, because
I don't want to see him lose it at SummerSlam. It wouldn't mean as much. I want to see him lose it at WrestleMania. So I would I'm like, okay, if you're going to have him win, just let him have it for another year.
I got
you.
And by then, he would have surpassed Hulk Hogan's.
Oh, yeah.
I'm okay with that. But the thing of it is, you got to have him be a little bit more frequent. Just a little bit more frequent than he is now.
No, you don't.
I'm not saying defending the title. I'm saying being on television, not defending the title.
I think that's the reason why they have Paul Heyman on there, is he's the one that should be on TV more than.
Yeah.
I think him being the representative or whatever, the wise man or whatever they want to call him, that's his spot. I mean, I agree with her. He's doing the same thing that Brock Lesnar did. Brock Lesnar only showed up on game day, and he sold how many tickets every time? I mean, people wanted to see it.
It worked. And this is what I begged them to do when they were hot-shotting the title around between Cena and Orton and Punk and Del Rio. And good God, whoever came up with the rumor about Del Rio, You need to put the booze down too. Both of y'all need to go to freaking AA together.
Somebody said Del Rio was going to show up at WrestleMania.
Oh yeah, that was another rumor that came out. I don't know who came up with this.
I would have rather have seen. I would have rather have seen what's his name show up than Del Rio. Gosh, my mind just went blank.
If you say Ryback, you need to stop.
No. Ryback sucks, dude. He's always sucked. I never liked Ryback from the beginning. The one that just came from AEW, that got fired at AEW because of the press conference. I see his face, can't think of his name. You guys know who he is. Big
Punk?
Chicago Punk. There you go.
He didn't get fired.
I would rather have seen CM Punk show
He didn't get fired. He's still with AEW.
Oh, is he? Well, suspended or whatever it was.
No, he's not.
He's not suspended
either. He got hurt. He
got injured. He was injured, dude. No.
Okay. I could have swore I was watching it the other day and they were talking about Punk being suspended, but okay.
No.
Maybe I heard it wrong. Maybe I heard it wrong.
Everybody got suspended involved in that fight.
Ace Steel got fired, not him.
Well,
I got you. I don't know much about AEW. I'll be honest. So I was watching it one night and I could have swore they said that he was suspended, but maybe they was talking about something different.
But either way, no. Anyway. So I heard that rumor. That Del Rio was coming back, and I don't know where I heard it from, but I was like, "Oh my God, please, for the love of God, no! Send him back to AA." And I don't mean AAA in Mexico. I mean AA as in Alcoholics or Addicts Anonymous, because this guy's an asshat. If any of the stuff that came out with him and Paige is remotely true, that dude's a piece of shit. Like, I'm just going to call a spade a spade.
Paige is no longer like that, though, from what I'm understanding. Paige is no longer like that.
Soraya. Look, once again, like not my circus, not my clowns. Right. Okay?
I got you.
But I'm straight up telling you, if half of the stuff that she said about him was accurate, that dude's a piece of shit.
Oh, yeah. Without a doubt.
He don't need AA. He needs a ass whipping or a pill. And by pill, I mean, the ones that come in different sizes, like 9mm and 357 and 227. You're picking up what I'm putting down. All right, then.
But back to the main event. I mean, come on. You have to admit, the one thing that I love about WWE, the one thing about this night was when the 3 count went off, you could have heard a pin drop in SoFi.
It sucked the life out of the building.
You could have heard a pin drop in SoFi when that 3 count went boom, boom, boom.
I was dumbfounded.
All these people watching, y'all need to hit the reactions, guys. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
I was like,
but yeah, it was just amazing that, and I didn't care either way. I said it to my daughter when the match started. She's like, because we were all picking our winners, and I looked at her and I said, I don't care who wins this match. Either way, it's good for WWE. I don't care which way it goes, because the baby chasing the heel, the head of the table. I still love this. I still enjoy this. When Cody came out and did that promo Monday night, oh my gosh, I was popping left and right for everything he said. It was awesome. Everything he said was true.
It's funny, though. My husband is not really that much of a wrestling fan. He'll glance at it, when I have it on or whatever. Right. But he really does like Cody, and he pays attention to Cody. He braved going to an independent wrestling show just because Cody was going to be there. Nice. It was his last appearance on the independents before AEW started. And he was like, I really don't like going to wrestling shows with you, but I'll go because I like Cody. And he was mad. He was so mad. And then Monday night, he looked at me like I had kicked a dog or something because I was.
That's awesome. That is awesome.
He was like, I thought we were on the same side. And I was like, Brock, honey, I'm sorry. I'm loyal to Brock.
The only thing that upset me, and I'm going to drop it. I'm never going to speak of it again, was I wanted The Rock, at least The Rock, to show up on the Teletron or something, just anything, but we got nothing again. So I at this point I have given up. So you will never hear me talk about The Rock from now on to the end of this. I don't even care if he comes out.
Okay. I'm gonna hold you to that. So the next time you go to talk about The Rock, I'm just gonna mute your mic
You do.
until your mouth stops
Drop
moving.
me off the show. Drop me off the
No.
show. I'll let you. I have no problem with that because I won't do it. I won't do it.
Oh,
No more.
man.
I'm not gonna put myself through it no more because I did. I told Destiny the whole time that second night was going. If The Rock don't show up, I'm gonna be disappointed. If The Rock don't show up, I wasn't disappointed at the end. I was disappointed because The Rock didn't show up.
Right.
Well, if you
Go ahead.
think about it, if you look at the story that they're telling with Cody, it was about him finishing the story, right?
Right.
And him doing what his dad couldn't do. So it's really actually kind of beautiful because he's going to rise out of his dad's those ashes of it being taken from him, because that's what happened to his dad, right? But he wasn't able to rise above that. So if they actually have Cody rise above that, you know, because it did feel a little rushed. I was like, man, I hate that Cody got hurt because they were going to tell this big, long 1 year long story, and his injury just kind of tampered that. And I was like, well, it is his time, but it seems rushed a little bit.
Right.
They did fine with the time that they had.
Right.
But now they're going to get to tell a even deeper redemption story. It's not just about redeeming his dad. It's about redeeming himself too.
Right.
Fabulous.
Well, I agree with everything you just said, but the one thing that echoes in my ear is the first words that comes out of his intro. There's more than one, family in professional wrestling, and The Rock coming out and screwing over his family and helping him. That would have kind of.
Yeah.
Well, and if you listen to his song too, I don't know if y'all have ever heard the lyrics to his entrance music. It fits him. It's so perfect.
Oh yeah.
Hard times breed better men.
Yep. Get y'all shook up, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
I love it.
It's a great song.
I think it's going to be good that the baby's chasing him, and they still got more to tell about the bloodline, and the Jimmy thing ain't over. The Jimmy and Jay thing, losing the belts, that ain't over. They haven't even told that yet because they haven't even seen each other face to face on screen because they pushed them away. And I just think it's going to get better. And I agree with Timmy too that it felt like it was too soon. I agree with you. Now that this has happened, we're going to get the full story.
So I have a little bit of a thought I'd like to throw at you guys. A little bit of a thought. Money in the Bank is coming up. So let's say that Cody wins Money in the Bank. The threat's there. Let's go to SummerSlam. Cody versus Brock happens at SummerSlam. Roman versus The Rock happens at SummerSlam. Cody cashes in after Roman defeats The Rock.
I can dig that. It won't happen, but I could dig that. That's some good booking right there. I like that. I don't think it's going to happen because
I don't either.
You're talking one of the biggest times in movie premieres is in that summer area, and
that means that they're not filming
on a movie. Yeah,
that means they're not filming. They're not filming during that time. That's when the summer blockbusters are released. They're not filming during that.
But he'll want to go to all the shows and all that for him. You know what I'm saying?
What better publicity for movies you're releasing than this?
Could be.
I'm not. Have to wait and see.
I'm not putting any.
No, it's like I say. It was just
no hope.
Nope.
It was just a thought.
The hope of The Rock ever coming back is gone for me.
I know this isn't what they're going to do. I know this isn't what they're going to do. And this doesn't really fit. Well, it kind of does, but it doesn't really with the whole Cody thing. I would almost have Jey Uso win Money in the Bank.
Wow. That would be cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, Cody versus Roman and Cody wins at SummerSlam, Jay cashes in.
Oh man, people would be so mad.
Oh my God.
People would be so mad.
He finally won the belt.
Oh,
Ooh, so
anybody at that point. I mean, wow. Or have that the way that by then have what's his name who has the US title right now do the same thing, or anybody like that. Oh man.
Where's SummerSlam at this year?
Detroit.
Oh God, it would have been great if it was in Atlanta and that happened.
Man, the next and next year it's Philly's gonna have
Mania.
Mania. Oh my gosh. You know, Philly fans, if they don't get what they want, no matter what position, you know, WrestleMania's in, man, if Philly fans, they will riot. Them fans
All right, guys,
will
I'm
riot.
gonna have to get off of here.
They riot when they win in Philly. Yeah, and listen, Majestic, I greatly appreciate you sticking with this. I am currently watching the ticker, just trying to make it 10 more seconds. So that way you can say you've got a 3-hour podcast out there.
Okay. I think I can wait 3 seconds.
Yeah, that's where you're at now.
Boom, you got it.
We made it.
You made it on a 3-hour show. It's the end of the show anyway.
Okay.
Guys, overall, night 1 was better than night 2. WrestleMania was awesome. I will catch up on the comments here in a minute. Because there's a handful of them.
I'm gonna bow out. Thank
I'm
you
gonna
guys so much.
I'm gonna let you do that and do your outro, man. Y'all have a good night. I appreciate it.
Y'all have a great night. Thank you both for coming and tuning in. I appreciate everybody. Holy crap. 3 hours. It was a team effort, but we made it. We're here.
We did.
Oh, you're still here. Oh, cool. You want to help me with comments?
And I'm about to go. See ya. Bye.
Bye. Look at this. Look at this. This is what happens. We get through the whole show. We get all the way to the ending, but it's all good. So we're gonna catch up on this, and then we're gonna call it a day. I got stuff to do in the morning, but not working. Thank God. Whew. Let's see here. Love the match had me from start to finish. That's coming in from Matthew Collins. Yeah, it was a solid matchup. The moment doesn't get any bigger for Cody. That's not necessarily true. It can be. If anyone bet on Cody, I bet I hope their bills were paid up if possible. Chris Burton said that makes sense. Cody's loss. He had to lose to progress this bloodline story and his story of redemption. Yeah, his redemption of the return. Hated the ending of the match. Absolutely hated it. He had to cheat to win. Solo with the spike. Yeah. I think Cody will win it at SummerSlam. He won't be at Backlash in Puerto Rico. Roman won't be there. Roman will not be at Backlash or at Money in the Bank. So I don't know. Thinking they want Roman to hit 1,000 days. That's possible, Jimmy Posey. It really is. Let's see here. What's good? Timmy Gonzalez, how you doing, man? CM Punk, yeah, we were talking about Punk. Should be ready to come back. He was suspended and injured at the same time. I was like, damn, I guess we're having Brock versus Cody now. Yeah, I think that's where it's going. Let's see here. The Rock won't be back for a while, if at all. The Rock is too busy with the XFL. I agree with that, and I'm not happy that my defenders suffered their first loss. But oh well. Oh, Ron, please remind me of our bet we made. I completely forgot. MJF winning a world title before the 2024? Something like that. So he's going to win the Ring of Honor world title, which is an AEW world title. It was a cigar. We bet a cigar on that. So yeah, that's it. You completely forgot? Or did you need me to remind you that it was there? Or did you just want to hear me say it? Not that hard. So many people thinking The Rock was going to be there. Wrong. He was a no-show, too busy making movies. He was probably hanging out and watching the show. Let's see here. I feel like it's too soon. I felt like it was too soon for Cody to win it as well. But yeah, would Cody be too beat up after a match with Brock? I don't know. Maybe. Nothing wrong with that. I see. That's what I'm thinking here. Honestly, I feel like at some point there needs to be a match between Roman and The Rock because in order for Roman to truly be the head of the table. Ooh, Solo wins Money in the Bank. That would be interesting. I'm watching from Nashville on vacation. Bro, appreciate you. Really do. Guys, look, it's been 3 hours. It's been 3 hours. Okay. This has been a 3-hour podcast. Some of the others may have come and gone. Majestic Marie stuck with it for the whole thing. Shout out to everybody. Dalton from the Swanton Pod. Scott Larson from Hashtag Truth. Stravy Stones from Ringside with Strive. Majestic Marie from Peaches and Power Bombs. She's also an admin here at the Real Wrestling Community. Big shout out to XWW. Thank you guys for allowing us to use your platform, by the way, to put this out. So tonight's show was on Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. That's a normal thing. It's also been broadcast live on Roku TV on the XWW streaming app. That's extremetvonline.com. You can sign up, get yourself a subscription. It's $4.99 a month. Your first couple of days are free. A ton of independent professional wrestling content from right here in the North and South Carolina region goes into that. So you may see some guys you know, may see some guys you don't. NWA talent like Psycho Boy Fodder, or Ring of Honor talent like Rhett Titus. Impact Wrestling talent like Madman Fulton, the main event monster himself. You can see all of these guys and much more locally. Did you know that? You can find out how. Check out that XWW page and you will see where they've been. You may also recognize me on that page. Don't know if you will, hopefully. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for tuning in. It's been a fantastic show. I greatly appreciate everybody who's been here. Appreciate all the reactions, all the love. Be sure you hit that share button and get us out there. We already making more moves every time we turn around. We're going to keep doing this roundtable thing. This will also be available as of tomorrow on all your favorite podcast platforms. So if you wanted to be cool and be like, hey, I was on this show with these people last night, these podcasters doing the show, and they kept reading my comments, you can do that. You can do that. You can also do another really easy thing, and you can just check out the link tree, man. You can just check out that link tree comment, and you can always, always, always find us there. Timmy, man, I'm glad you're by the fire. What we do, folks, is we've got all of our social medias linked up together. We've got all these different things to do it. So what we do is this. We take our social media platform. I'm going to do it right here with you. See, look. So you go to your social media, right? And you copy right there. You copy that address. Then you go to your current social media that you're running, and then you paste it in there. So if you go to your profile, you'll actually see these things popping up, man. If you're watching this video, especially, you're going to see one pop in from me right here. Bam, Linktree is just getting ready to populate right there. Bloop, there it is. And just to make sure it hits, look at that. Linktree gives you all of my social media. It totally works. So once again, this is super cool. I press enter one time and watch how many times it pops up. It goes across all the different social medias just like that. Such a great idea. Such a great way to get your name out there and stuff when you're trying to build platforms. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for tuning in. Catch us Thursday night for the Thursday Night Indie Spotlight. Hopefully my co-host David will be in attendance. We'll have a great time talking shit about the local indie scene. That's what we got coming up this weekend, what we got coming up in the upcoming weekends, where we're going to be, where you can find us. Then, Sunday, I don't know about Sunday yet. We'll have to play Sunday by ear because this Sunday's Easter Sunday. So maybe doing something this weekend, maybe not. Can't promise you anything. But what I will promise you is this. Every time I'm on air, it's worth being there. We'll see you next time. Be sure you check out all my friends that was on the show tonight. Y'all take it easy.